the MKT Show. 27th of May. It feels good. Halfway there. We are nearly halfway there in 2021. Great time to be alive. Football season's over. Little bit of depression on my side. Not sure what I'm going to do for the next 8 weeks. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest with you. I've hit rock bottom. I had to get Netflix. Probably going to get Amazon Prime as well. I need something to do on the weekend. Not sure Euros is going to be good enough. As I said before, it is like kissing your sister. It really doesn't count. It's not the Premier League. It's not La Liga. It's not the Champions League. And I'm not a person, I hear this all the time. It's better than nothing. No. I want everything or nothing. I was trying to explain to big-time producer James Ilsley that if he offers me a packet of chips, right, I want the option to say, no, I want the whole packet or nothing. So don't give me, hey, do you want a chip? No, I don't. I want the whole packet. And if you say no to that, go to hell. So that's who I am. That's the type of person you're dealing with. Do I feel good about that? I don't know. I could probably do a little bit of growth. My name is MKT. Welcome to it, sports fans. The MKT Show, a big-time sports show. With me, MKT, which is, it's good to be great.
You are MKT.
It's good to be great. The voice you hear there. And, you know, James, my grandmother used to say, and she was a very loving person, which confuses people when they meet me, and I keep telling them about my grandparents and my mom, who are very loving people and lovely people. And people go, what happened to you?
Well, I mean, I can't say I don't disagree with them.
Well, listen, James hurt my feelings yesterday. But a man who in Vietnam is seen as the coffee influencer of influencers, a St. Stadiant's film study and film group legend, a man who is the third favorite son in his family, a man whose family moved 1,200 kilometers away from him because he is a shame to the Afrikaans community, a man who continues to support Liverpool come rain, sleet, shine. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who possibly has a girlfriend, possibly doesn't. 6'2", carries his height well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, James Jimbo Illingsley. James, what's happening on this fine day?
Man United lost a cup final, so
Oh, is that what's happening?
Life's great. These are the moments I live for. Outside of that, not too bad. Things are okay.
Now, James, I can't tell people why he was here, but in your life, I can't imagine at your height you encounter too many people taller than you. I can say, Bafana Bafana legend, Matthew Booth was here on the compound where we work.
He was.
And you had to look up at him. I can't imagine that happens often in your life, James.
It was so bizarre for me because I was walking out of one of the rooms on the other side where they were in the other building, and I turned the corner, and Matthew Booth was about to turn the corner also to go into the same room. And as I turned the corner and saw this giant behemoth looking down on me, it was a moment of realization.
You know what I've always thought for tall people? It's really important to hit the gym, because when you see him, he's not like stringy tall. He's like, oh my goodness, that is what a man should look like.
He's actually still kind of
no,
built,
not kind of. He's an elite athlete. Like, that is what a man should look like. He's what, 6'6", 6'7"?
Easily probably 6'7".
And built like a rock, dude.
Huge.
So, intimidating figure, and that must be tough for you, James. You never have to look up. That must have made you. But it's good to be humbled sometimes, right?
Very correct.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had a moment of realization.
Yeah.
I'm not the SH1T.
You really aren't. Matthew Booth, what a guy, bro. What a legend. So very, very cool to meet him. You never think you're going to meet your childhood heroes in life, you know? I mean, I've met a lot of cool people around the world, but I think it means a little more when I meet South African legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've met some serious Hollywood big hitters, right? But this was an awesome feeling. And I met Natasha Chiklas yesterday. If you're old like me and you're a Sundowns fan, you know she, in the 90s and early noughties, was one of the bedrocks, one of the big three in South African football sort of administration. She built Sundowns before what it was now. Without her and a guy called Ted Dimitri, who was the coach, I'm not sure Sundowns would look like it looks like now. So she is a cornerstone figure in South African football. It was awesome to see her yesterday. Now Matthew Booth. Man, good for Matthew Booth, by the way. He retired like 10 years ago, I think. He looks like he could still play today. And I said to him, I actually went to him and I said, tell every single soccer player to be on whatever you're doing because there's no reason for them to get fat. And he laughed and he said to me, the only reason he's not fat is it looks ridiculous if you're that tall and you have a stomach. So very funny guy as well.
He actually seemed like quite a nice guy. Like, so when he had come out of the other building and we were all standing outside, you guys went all crazy and booed and did the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he like smiled and waved and it was quite cool. And
Yeah.
like you can see he doesn't have this arrogance about him, which is really nice.
That's when somebody's comfortable in themselves. It's like, I don't need to be big time. I'm not going to big time these guys. And he was really cool about it.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're in that kind of shape, it tells me what you think of yourself. Because he could very easily let it go and he's still a legend.
Easy.
But he's probably like a good family man. You know, he wants to stay in shape for his family, his wife, his own health. It's good for him, dude. Matthew Booth. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it, huh?
I didn't think when I woke up this morning that I would have a run-in with Matthew Booth.
Yeah, and you didn't think you'd meet someone way taller than you. He's actually way taller than you, Jant.
No, it's not just that.
And you dwarf me.
It's not just that. It's not that I thought I would question every life disappointment today.
Yeah, that's it.
Because that's how it made me feel. It made me feel insecure as a man.
Yeah. And he's got kids and you have no excuse.
Yeah.
Right? To be a slob for the rest of your life. Don't do it. Because Matthew Booth showed you that it's possible. 2 kids, a wife, an all-time legendary career. Hey,
Booth,
he's a good example for all of us.
Good stuff.
I'm being a slob. I mean, if he can keep it together, what the hell is my excuse?
Well, look, just relax. It's still like 8% body fat, though.
No, that's probably less, actually. I've been working out harder than you've ever imagined, but haven't measured in kind of 3 months. Who knows? I'm going to go back, maybe 7.5% body fat, James. So shout out for making me feel better there, James.
Well, you know what they say.
They say, to your left, a man accused before, and he's refuted it. He says, I don't look like Alex Iwobi, and we want to respect his safe space. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who believes that Adam Sandler's latest film is the only film we should watch. It's a 10 out of 10. A man who believes that Batman is the greatest movie of all time. A man who I consider family and so much more. My man, the K-Dog, Karabo. Karabo, what's happening, pal?
Not much. Uncut Gems is not Adam Sandler's latest movie. Do not listen to what he just said. Thank you.
Oh, has Sandler done another movie?
Yeah, he does like these terrible Netflix comedies. You know, the typical Adam Sandler. When you think of Adam Sandler, you know, the first movies that come to
the Happy Madison stuff.
Yes.
Because that's his production.
Yeah. And I think he signed like some crazy deal, at least $400 million with Netflix.
Makes sense. He's earned it, dude.
I mean, he did say for Uncut Gems, if I don't win an Oscar for this, I'm going back to making bad movies, and he didn't win the Oscar. He wasn't even nominated, which is nonsense, but hey, Academy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Academy. Jeez.
The Academy.
Tell me about it.
Really, Craig?
Yeah.
The Academy.
Tell me about it. Jeez. So Adam Sandler didn't win an award, huh?
No, but it's fine. If you've seen the movie, you can appreciate the performance ultimately. Yeah. So
Alison Janney has an Oscar. You guys don't know who she is, but she's an all-time brilliant actress. So better than Sandler.
Good.
Listen, I like Adam Sandler. Like his comedies. I like a bit of...
Harvey Weinstein has an Oscar.
Does he?
Not producer. Harvey Weinstein.
I guess he's done everything, huh?
Miramax. If you've seen the Miramax logo on any movie, just know that's him.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep.
What a douchebag.
Most of Tarantino's work.
Well, I'm not a big Tarantino guy either. So
no, neither am I.
Hey, Harvey Weinstein. There's an example of a human being you never want to be, huh? Matthew
Weinstein?
Booth is the opposite of Harvey Weinstein.
Yes.
You want to be Matthew Booth.
Correct.
Good family guy, legendary sporting career, keeping your life healthy. You don't want to be Harvey Weinstein.
No.
I wish... Is he in jail? Because he faked the illness.
Yeah, he's in jail.
Okay, so they sent him to jail.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get so sucker punched in the mouth by everyone.
Damn, he went from living in his like Bel Air mansion to just probably some county jail.
No one's perfect. Just try not to be a terrible human. Like, I think that should be the lowest we all aim for. Because no one's perfect. We all do stuff. I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
What's happening there?
Switch the first letter.
Nobody's
Why?
perfect.
But why?
To reinforce that nobody's perfect. You can't even say the sentence.
Oh, I see. It's okay. Yeah, that's good. I didn't like it at first because I was very confused.
I don't think it's good. Okay.
It's okay. Garabo doesn't like it, James.
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Everyone has their opinions.
Yeah.
It's true, James.
Speaking of Uncut Gems, when are you watching it? Because you wrote it down. But when are you watching it?
You know what?
Deadline. We need a deadline.
I've realized I get triggered when people tell me what to do because as a bachelor, every time someone tells me what to do,
Straight up.
yeah,
I know the feels. I'm not a bachelor, but I live alone.
yeah,
So
like
it's like,
yeah, I'll do it when I want to do
Yeah.
it. But maybe I should grow a little bit. You know what I mean? Like James, I think you made a good point yesterday. I have habits that I don't want to misquote you, James. You said I have habits that make me a terrible. Or I have terrible habits that women hate. I think something like that.
was this where we were talking about why you're single?
Yes.
What did I say? I said,
Habits that repulse women. Something
Yes.
along those
Something
lines.
along those
Something
lines.
like
So
that,
maybe
yeah.
this is one of them where I don't have to get defensive every time
exactly.
somebody tells me what to do. Now, am I going to change? Probably not. There's a good chance that I'm going to stick to my guns.
I think when you live alone, life becomes a little different.
I thought you were going to say better, but yeah, different. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's
Because
nice.
it's like exactly that thing. Where you don't like being told what to do.
I don't. I really, like it's a big thing for me. It's also why I really enjoy working at Cliff Central is it's kind of just do your thing, be organized, manage your own time. I love that. I like freedom. So I can never work in a corporate, right? But it's taken me, it's taken 8 years to get here. I've had to get through working, with corporates. And so yeah, Karabo, let me grow a little bit. I'll get to it. I'll let you know when I get to it.
We need a deadline.
Again, that goes against everything that I am. I mean, I'm not gonna put a deadline from a 20-year-old telling me what to do. Like, what does that mean? What does that say about me now? I mean, I pay tax.
Tell him. Tell him.
So, but I will watch it. Take that, accept that, take it as a gift. That's all you're getting. If you don't like the gift, by the way, Karabo, I don't mind if you don't like the gift because I believe if you don't like a gift, right, you should be able to give it back.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But people get offended. See, the thing about gifts that I know, and it's like birthdays for young children. It's actually not for the kids, and it's also the gifts are never about the receiver. And you know how I know that? Every time somebody gives a gift, like why they're wrapping it and putting their name on it. I've never understood why gifts are not just put somewhere. No name. I don't need to know who it's from. If the gift is for me, who cares where it's from?
It's so you can say thanks to Tani Margaret for bringing you the recipe for cheesecake and a, I don't know, stirring machine. I don't
Do
know.
you have any of those things? A tunny or a stirring machine?
Do I have a tunny?
Now, James, you are Afrikaans. One thing I do know about my Afrikaans friends is something they're unbelievable at. If they have that gran who's still magically alive, that homemade jam situation in Afrikaans culture is a huge thing. And my gosh, do they make banger. The berry one and the strawberry one. Like there's a blackberry or a blueberry jam. Oh my God. Oh. The one thing Afrikaans people need to stop, marmalade. It's a terrible thing. It's as bad as pineapple on pizza. I hate it. You know what I'm saying, right, James?
I've never been a fan of marmalade, I can tell
Because
you
it's
that much.
revolting. Anyway, point is, gifts always about the giver. Because I need to put my name on it so you think I'm a giver. Look how much I know about you, James. I'm the best gift giver. Just give me the gift. Or just give me the money. But don't get upset when I say to you, oh, no thanks, I don't like this gift. Right? But people get upset, right, James? They'd get upset.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, why are you getting upset? Explain to me why you're getting upset.
I think it's almost a thing of, like you say, why would person A give me this gift if they really knew me, kind of thing, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like what you're saying, I have the best gift, or I know you best, or like that kind of thing.
Yeah, so again, that gift is not about me then. When you're actually giving me the gift so that you feel good about yourself, in a sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Kind of, yeah.
So I'd hate that. Then don't give me the gift, give me the money. You know what I'm saying? Then let's take that little room for it's about you, it's about me. Take it away. Give me the money. How much is the gift? Is it 1,000 rand? Give me 1,000 rand.
Must have some rich friends. Just gives you
No,
1,000.
hypothetically. No, my friend, listen, I have a very small friendship group. All of them know. All of them know. I will give them feedback on gifts. They know very well. My close friends, the people that I would actually, I like to spend time with, they know very well. Do not waste your time getting me a gift because you will hear about it if I don't like it. And it has happened. And they know me now. You have to be clear, dude. You have to communicate to people. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good thing your birthday just kind of came and went, huh?
Yeah. Oh, no. But even then, my close friends, I mean, I have like 4 or 5. I'm not big on like 10 friends.
Yeah.
No. 4 or 5 very, very close friends. And even my mom now, she knows. Don't give me a gift. Don't worry about it. You've done your work. Mom, you know what? Do you remember waking up at 4 a.m. For your entire life so that I could have the best food and best schooling in the world? Do you remember that whole thing? That was my gift, Mom. Don't worry about it. That's what I say to her. I said, don't worry about it. There is nothing my mom can give me with the time she's put into me as a gift. Like, don't worry about it. Plus, the 9 months at the beginning. Oh, you get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that 9-month period.
Rent-free, dude. Rent-free.
And moms go through some stuff.
And they grind.
That 9-month
and
period.
your moms will grind. My mom still kills herself, wants to give me gifts. Don't worry about it, Mom. Remember putting me into decent schooling? That was off your back. Don't ever buy me anything again. You've given me... If I can't make it from here now, I'm the idiot. You know what I'm saying? She's given me more than I deserve. Don't worry about gifts.
You know, it's not often that I say this to people. But that's a very mature outlook on life.
Great mom. I got a great mom. James, what am I going to do? Come here and lie to you? I want to be honest. I got a great mom. She's delivered at the highest end.
Very mature of you. Nice.
Thank you, James. Thank
Nice.
you. You know, thank you.
You're really coming into your own as a human. Right?
James, that's condescending, and do I love it? I do.
I took a page out of Paulo's book.
Yeah.
Build you up and then just kind of break you down.
Yeah, I like that. Very, very condescending. Now, Karabo, let's get into your real life. Now, you support a club called Manchester United. I mean, we might as well start here. James, let's kill that music. We want to really get into Karabo's feelings.
Lol, because Man United
Let's talk about it.
can't.
Let's
Talk about it.
So, do you support Manchester United? I mean, let's do
Yes.
this like a questioning at a police station, you know?
Yep.
Is your name Karabo?
Yep.
Do you support Manchester United?
Yes.
Do you have feelings?
Sometimes.
Do you have feelings about the last 15 hours of life?
Yeah.
Now, Manchester United played the Yellow Submarine. Things happened. Your
Mhm.
thoughts?
My thoughts. If there's a way to lose a final, that's how you do it. If I'm gonna be honest with you, that's how you lose a final. If there's a way to do it. Ideally we win.
Yeah.
Duh. But just looking at the open play stuff, it was the most tense I've been in a cup final in a very long time. This is the first Europa League match I've watched fully.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah.
And it was the most tense thing. Honestly, by the end, I was just happy it's over. By the time I saw De Gea, no. I just couldn't take anymore. You know?
Feel you.
Yeah. And really, I'm not mad at the performance. Should we have won? Probably.
Yeah.
Were Villarreal rock solid at the back? Absolutely. And honestly, I'm okay with them winning with that. It's fine. Really.
Any concerns about the pattern now of Oli kind of
Yes.
almost getting there? Oh, so you are concerned?
Yeah.
How concerned?
Medium? I don't know.
Medium, eh?
Medium, I don't know.
Keep him. It's not like there's no need to
Yes.
push the ejector button.
Keep him for
It's like
now.
keep an eye on. Okay.
But if he chokes again,
Jokes again.
I don't know. I want to see the next Manchester derby. You know, Figo, Pig's head?
Yeah.
Ollie's head, maybe.
Yeah. So so let's say what needs to happen by December? Because generally you kind of know how your season's going to go now. Where do you want United to be in the league? Like
At least third by December. That's low. That sounds so low. I don't like that.
Wait, sorry.
Mm-mm. Second.
What? Yeah, I was about to say, why would you want United
No,
to be
yeah,
third?
I was
They
about-
finished
Yeah,
second.
no. That's why I'm like, the second I said it, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
No, I'll be happy with at least second because that's probably the best anybody can do in
Mhm.
this league.
That's
And
debatable.
try win it next season. Have fun.
don't worry about it.
So-
not winning anything. Not winning anything. Probably 5 o'clock by December.
Maybe, I don't know. Can we at least get to the semis of the bloody Champions League? That's so unrealistic. It's a joke. Really? No, it's a joke. I don't see us,
Unbelievable.
because I don't see us getting to quarters.
No, you couldn't even make
I
it past
know.
the Europa League group
I
with
know.
the Turkish Sunday Leaguers.
I know. It's just, we'll see what happens in the window.
Yeah.
Maybe there could be some signings. Probably not.
What are you
but we'll
thinking
see.
there? Talk me through it.
The signings.
Yeah. At the back, centre backs. What do you do with Lindelof and Bailly? Let's start there.
We, oh goodness. What do we do with Lindelof and Bailly? Ship Lindelof, Bunham,
Yeah.
I don't know who's available right now with center backs because Bayern Munich will probably just take anybody and everybody. I don't know who's available. Who are you aware of? Huh?
Varane, it sounds like there's some stuff going on.
I'll be very happy with that.
You'd be happy with
Yes.
Okay, so add him.
Varane Maguire, yeah, that would be solid.
That'd be a start. Midfield, do you need to do anything there? Because I saw last night you were bringing on Juan Mata for whatever
That was
reason.
for penalties. That was purely for penalties.
Yeah, you brought on Fred. You brought on Matic. No, Matic didn't even get on.
Let's speak about those subs and how we only made our first sub into extra time. What?
Yeah, what was going on
In a
there?
cup final? This is where I think, this is where my doubts come from Oli. Because there are very few managers I've seen even consider, I don't know.
I kind of saw that strategy, actually.
I don't know.
I kind of felt it because I think Oli was coming from a place of, okay, so Villarreal are using their subs in normal game time.
Yeah.
I'm going to save it until extra time. And then we're going to bring on 6 fresh legs. And it's risky, but
Leaving it
I
too
kind
late.
of saw what he was doing.
You know what was weird for me is you guys dominated that whole set.
Exactly.
Like after the goal, actually, even the end of the first half, you
Yep.
dominated. Second half, you dominated.
Second half was a mauling.
I thought maybe with the last 15 minutes, maybe he brings on some fresh legs and then you really go for the kill. But it's also, when you think of who United have to bring on, it's kind of sad because
Yeah.
even if, let's say he does make the subs, I know everybody's complaining, is
But who?
Fred.
Exactly.
Fred,
Yeah.
Matic, Mata, Diallo.
James.
Yeah, these are your subs.
Exactly. Yeah. And the commentators were saying the exact same thing. They should make a sub right now, but who? Who? You know? The second I saw, Greenwood come off and Fred come on, I wish you saw the frustration on my face. I was losing because that to me is that's the white flag. That's how I see it. That's the white flag.
Why did he take Greenwood off?
He was having a great game
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
He was probably our
skinning
best.
that left back.
He was our best attacker that whole game.
Makes no sense.
McTominay was fantastic.
He was.
We
He
need
did.
to speak about his performance.
No. He played well.
everywhere.
You'd have to be a hater. He was everywhere, all action, taking shots, blocking, winning the ball back up high, protecting the back four. I thought McTominay was spectacular. But I think yesterday was where you saw, as United fans, you're probably going to have to go through 2 or 3 more seasons because
Yes.
Ollie's learning on the job. You saw the difference between an A+ tactical masterclass, which I think, because in extra time, that was all about coaching.
Purely.
Because Villarreal were finished in terms of legs.
Yeah. But
he
he
put on
shape.
He put on a coaching masterclass and actually probably could have won it at the end of extra time there. But yeah, that's tough. And as
Yeah.
United fans, this is why I said yesterday, the Harry Kane thing, just be very careful of thinking I'm going to United to solve all of their problems. Yesterday you saw it's Bruno or bust. Bruno didn't have his best game. And I find it absurd that people are having a go at Bruno. He can't be 10 out of 10 every game, which is why I keep telling people, Bruno is not a plan. Not that he's not top end, but it is not a plan to have Bruno Fernandes or nothing.
Yeah.
Because you know what happens? You play Spain's 7th best team, and the fact that he didn't show up, listen, Danny Parejo is a wonderful player.
He was great.
Be very, very respectful because he controlled the midfield. He actually kept Bruno out the game by conserving the possession for Villarreal. And, you know, you got to say, Bruno didn't have his best game, but that can't be the plan. Pogba, where are you? Cavani, where are you? Greenwood, okay, but where are you guys as well when Bruno... Because Bruno wasn't awful. He was like a 6.5.
Yeah.
But, okay,
Yeah.
where's just one other player? Can't have a good game? Like, just one player. So it's Bruno or nothing. And Harry Kane needs to be very careful. If you're going to join that, well, that's the business plan.
I don't think there's a way he's joining after that performance.
Yeah,
There is no way. There is no way.
That's got to be... I mean, that was like, let's get the winning mentality going.
Mm-hmm.
Kick in the guts, Carabo. Did you go straight to bed?
No. No.
When Chelsea lost to Leicester, so I was watching on my laptop, on my desk. I just shut it, didn't even turn the lights off, and I just went straight to bed. You know, when Chelsea lose big games, in fact, it ruins my weekend when Chelsea lose. So I remember I didn't even turn the lights off in the house, like in the kitchen or whatever, and I just went straight to bed. So I can totally understand if you're a Man United fan. And that is a gut-wrenching way to lose as well. It's not like regulation time, you go, okay, you lose to that Tielemans goal. It's like, I mean, I still hate it, but okay, fine. 90 minutes or whatever, they were brilliant. Oh, that's gut-wrenching. You literally played the whole of a football match yesterday with 11 penalties.
Yes.
Ah, man, that's tough. So tough, Karabo.
Yeah.
And up front, what do you do? Because you've given Cavani the new deal, hey?
Yeah, we have. Which I'm okay with.
Sure.
I mean, hey, he's still scoring.
No, he's
you know,
quality.
still scoring. Man, I don't know. That game flattened me.
Oh,
I like that. I don't know. It really did, because I was so into the performance. It looked like, I don't know.
You played well, dude.
We were playing very well. We had them on the ropes.
Yes.
For at least 75 minutes of the 90.
Remember what I said to you yesterday, and I don't think you were loving it.
Okay.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, yesterday you saw everything that
Yes.
and James, you know I've been saying this.
That was playing in the back of my head the whole game, and I couldn't unsee it. There were some times where he was, don't get me wrong, I thought he was decent yesterday. There were times though where like he would just pass the ball. I'm like, are you seeing people? I don't know.
Yeah, that's his limitation.
Yeah.
Because defensively, the guy's unplayable, right? Those long legs, like an octopus. But
Spider.
like a spider.
Spider one.
I like that. But as soon as he crosses the halfway line, you saw, I mean, they basically, and honestly, I think it was a coaching decision. If he gets the ball, let him have it out wide. Because guys watch tape. It's like, don't worry about it. Let him cross it. Albiol is going to deal with it. Don't even worry about it. His delivery is shocking. But that was what I was saying. Remember yesterday, I said, I like him, but once he crosses the halfway line, he gets a nosebleed. And yesterday showed you that at Manchester United, because you saw whenever Shaw was delivering, it was tough times because his delivery is magnificent. He is, I mean, he makes great choices with the ball.
It's shocking. It's like, how are they at the same club?
Do you know what I'm saying?
How?
And people have been hating on me for saying Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not a Man United right back. No, he's not that level. And you spent 50 mil on him. Dude, he doesn't get in the City squad. There's two players better than him.
Yeah, he doesn't make that line.
Walker or Cancelo. I'm sorry, he's not.
Yeah.
So, again, some limitations there. And I think Ollie has some serious work to do. And as United fans, I'm sorry, you've been making terrible decisions for a long time. And you know what happens? It's just like life. If you make bad decisions for an extended period of time, the time will come when you try and fix things. Oh, it is so hard to undo bad habits. They've been in a funk for a long time. And now to go and attract big players. And actually, where do you go to find people that make good transfer decisions? They're at big clubs already.
Yeah.
So, tough. Karabo, I understand. If you got emotional last night, I would totally understand. Now, James Ilsley, I want to talk to you about something.
Just a few things.
Oh, let's hear it.
Just a few things. One, the thought popped into my head, like, isn't it comical that Wan-Bissaka started training to be a right winger? You've heard the story, I'm sure.
I haven't.
He was trained to be a right winger, and in training, forced to be a right back, and then that's where he found his natural talents. But could you imagine if nobody stopped him?
Listen,
because
there's a rule in football. Let me tell you, once you get to that level, they don't care who your mom is, what happened. Do you know how they decide who plays further up the pitch? The best players. If you can't play, you play at the back. And they saw that. Some coach saw that.
Yeah.
They said, oh, athletic. He's clear. Well, you know what I love about him? The timing. I could even see him as a centre back because his timing in the challenge is
impeccable.
Flipping, and his athleticism.
Yeah.
That Congolese blood in him is proper. He is he is a genetic freak, huh?
I've never been more confident in somebody to make a recovery.
Yeah.
In my life.
Yeah, but I'm afraid if you want to go to the next level.
Yeah. He's just not good enough. He's not good enough for us. He's great, but Everton great.
You know what needs to happen somehow? I don't know if people would be willing to organize this. Trent Alexander-Arnold hopefully has a sister or something. Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to have a baby with Trent Alexander-Arnold's sister, or the other way around. Because that's actually what you want.
Yeah.
You want Trent going forward and Aaron Wan-Bissaka going back. But that's why you don't see Danny Alves every day, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And Cancelo,
I'm only really appreciating how good he was now.
Who's that?
Danny Alves.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was much younger when he was in his prime and all. But yeah, it's goodness. Because I don't know, he made it look so easy.
But you know what it is? It's like Ronaldo and Messi. We only really, really going to appreciate it. Like, I know people love them. You only really, really going to appreciate it when they're gone. And like, Ronaldo scored 30 goals in Serie A this year. And people are going, he's the problem.
Yeah.
when it goes back to the years when guys are getting 19 goals in Serie A and they've been called the best player of the last decade, we're going to realize, oh yeah, there was a guy at 36, 37 who scored 30 goals in this league in a team that came fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tough stuff. Man United, kick in the gut sack. It's tough. Listen, if you're a United fan, I just want to be clear. If you follow me on social media, MKT Inspires, by the way, it is going to be a tough off-season for you because I'm going to be at them.
Also, if you're a United fan, #lol.
#lolsies. James, I want to get into a bit of that lolling.
Okay.
What happened with VAR yesterday? I'm almost certain Cavani was offside.
Dude.
And they didn't show
What?
the replay once.
What?
Where's the lines?
He
Dude.
wasn't offside.
Well, they didn't get
bruh.
what? No, they didn't give it. Don't say he wasn't offside because I don't trust VAR. What
Bruh.
happened? Okay.
Who'd the ball come off of?
No, McTominay was the last person to touch it.
I'm
Well,
gonna find the
I
video.
I believe I saw that too.
But
I'm gonna find the
okay,
video.
but how come they didn't even show us the
Dude.
replay?
Dude, I was so infuriated.
Like, okay, look, maybe he is on side and whatever, but just okay. It's kind of like this. I was explaining to James the other day why people get upset in life. All right, is they get upset when you say, okay, I'm going to do this, but then you do this, right? The gap between what you say and what you do determines how upset people are going to be in life, right? So I was having a chat to James yesterday. The reason I was upset was that, but you've been showing me lines. What changed? You didn't tell me that it was going to change. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a fight with your girlfriend, James, where you guys were doing things a certain way? Maybe you would pick up lunch or whatever. You know, you get into a routine, and then all of a sudden, without telling her, you change, and then she gets upset. It's like, oh no, I didn't know we were doing that now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that yesterday, like, oh no, but you've been showing me, what happened yesterday? Why? And also the whole period, they don't show us one replay.
No.
That
No,
was bizarre.
dude. The game last night.
Like, what the hell?
Bro, I promise you, okay? I walked away from my computer because I was watching the game while I was in the kitchen. So I had my like computer set up, like everything was fine. Watching the game. I walked away, okay, for about 3 seconds. Came back. Something had happened, okay, and I was waiting for a replay.
Yeah.
Standing there waiting. My potatoes are starting to burn.
Ugh.
Bro, show me the replay.
Now tell me, the potatoes, are those potatoes in the oven or are they on a pan? What are we doing there, James?
I was making mash. So they were
Oh,
they were
that's
in a
tough.
pot.
And you got to keep stirring
Yeah.
that. And you don't want too much water, otherwise it
Yeah.
becomes runny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough because you're trying to get to the screen,
Yeah.
but you don't have your laptop too close because
No, not at all.
it's spurting on the stove.
Exactly.
And knowing you probably don't clean the area around your stove, so
I do.
it would make the laptop sticky. Ugh, that's tough.
It was painful. And then I was like, okay, maybe it wasn't that big. That's why they're not showing the replay.
Yeah, no, but you realized, the
10
biggest thing.
minutes later.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, and then you realize, the biggest thing that can happen in a football match is called a goal. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And all it is just explain it to me. You know, everyone in life, whenever your partner gets upset with you, just think about what happened, the chain of events. I guarantee you 99.9% of the time was just that you didn't explain to them what was happening. If you explain to your mom, your sister, your brother, you just explain to them what your thought process was in terms of this change. People don't get upset. I was so upset.
What makes it worse is that people are already struggling to cope with VAR
Well said.
and the decisions
Yes.
and these rule changes and and then we're like, okay, fine, we're kind of getting over this whole thing. And then you do shit like that in a Europa League final, dude.
No, that was it
No.
was weird. Surely as a Man United fan, you even thought,
Yeah, it definitely crossed my mind because I saw the replay and I was like, it went off McTominay, but does that count as a deflection? Is that I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not
I
saying
don't
he was
know.
offside.
No,
Just show us
but
the
I was-
replay.
Yes, because even the angles we got, the very few angles were terrible. They were like behind the goal. I'm like, okay, this is the most useless angle ever.
Where was that that game?
The Gdansk
Gdansk.
Stadium.
Which was
Gdansk.
Poland.
Poland. Okay, yeah, and the Polish they are big on tech. It makes no sense. But this is what I always said to you: Serie A, La Liga, it's a joke. That European camera work is the worst thing on planet
Dude.
Earth. What I've never understood, and by the way, just so you understand why some of the stadiums are like that, is cameras have to be set up in a certain place.
Yeah.
So the old stadiums don't have the correct. So if you actually look, even in the Premier League, a Bournemouth or like those type of stadiums, they have terrible angles. It's not because Sky Sports. There are only certain sanctions by law, and by the way, in Europe there are laws. You got to do things by the law. It's not South Africa, right? There are only certain places you can set up like stands and certain types of structures. So cameras can only be in a certain place, and in old stadiums, all the European stadiums are old. That's why when you watch La Liga, you watch, everybody goes, oh, the No Camp, what's happening there? No, the stadium was built probably as the Roman Empire fell for the first time. But by the way, I've been to, not sure if either of you have been to the No Camp.
Not yet.
It is a dump.
Really?
Oh, it is a dump.
Oh, no.
It is a dump of a stadium.
Why would you say that?
Listen, Stamford Bridge is a dump as well. Old. Rickety.
Speaking of Spanish stadiums, the Bernabeu was on fire yesterday.
I just read about that.
I saw
It was like,
I saw that.
jeez.
It's reported that it was out in 15 minutes. A little bit of, they were putting a bit of sealant, I believe.
I tried to get what the full story was, but then this newspaper was saying that it was some arson thing. Then the other one was saying that it was the sealant thing. I don't know what happened.
Florentino Perez is rich. It's okay. They'll sort it out. And anyway, the royalty of Spain, the crown pays for Real Madrid anyway.
Take it out of my
Yeah, we'll
credit
sort
card.
that. We'll sort that
It's
out.
fine.
Sort that. That's taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend all of their money. I mean, and Spanish people don't pay tax either. So, what's left? Let's bleed it and pay. Use it for a football stadium. Don't worry about healthcare.
Yeah. Don't use
Healthcare.
this. Don't use my card to fix this, all right?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the money of the good, innocent people of this city.
Yeah. Hey, are there single mothers with 3 kids that have to have 4 jobs in Spain?
Take the money from them.
Do they want healthcare from us? They can go to hell. You know what we're going to do? We're going to fix a broken beanpole at the Santiago Bernabeu for 3 million euros.
Yeah, that's our plan.
That's unbelievable.
And then
stuff.
we will be Real Madrid again.
They will be, and they are not letting go of the Super League. It's all kicking off there.
They are letting go of players, though.
They are. Listen, there's a damn thing we'll discuss, because you know what? When I'm right, James, I don't like to lay it on.
No, but there's also 2 players in the last sort of 24 hours or so that are being... I don't know if they've decided to leave or if Real are selling them, but they are on their way out.
Is that part of social media with James? All right, well, we'll definitely talk about that. So, Garabo, dude, thoughts and prayers.
Lols.
But you'd better believe.
I'm fine.
I don't
man.
think you follow me on
Lols.
social media.
No.
You don't do it this summer, because I will be on Man United's case.
Speaking of
And they have no
social
respect.
media, though,
Mm.
was it me or was there no buzz about the Europa League finals? We didn't speak about it on the show.
Because it's a
There
curtain
was
raiser.
no
No one cares.
excitement.
No one cares.
Wasn't.
Because
Wouldn't know.
the
Wouldn't
big
know.
teams are playing on the weekend.
But you expect a
No,
club like Man United fans to, you know...
Man United haven't won the league since 2013. No one cares. No one cares. We're on about big clubs now. So it's time for big boy league Saturday. Big boy league. So we care about Saturday. It's a curtain raiser.
Manchester City, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Very
Hey,
exciting.
Garabo, thoughts and prayers, dude. I mean, it's tough.
Carabo, not thoughts and prayers, but lols.
I made it through David Moyes. This is nothing. Really. Honestly, this is nothing.
That's a fair point.
You know what? You got to think to yourself. If Chris Martin can survive a marriage with Gwyneth Paltrow, who's producing candles that smell like people's orgasms.
And
This is
naming her
nothing.
baby's Apple.
Yeah, this is nothing.
She did that. She did that.
Yeah, oh no, yeah.
Her first daughter's
Doesn't
name is
surprise
Apple.
me. Doesn't surprise me much. It's
If-
Gwyneth Paltrow.
If Kim Kardashian can survive Kanye West,
Hey.
This is nuts.
Hey. Stop it. Stop it.
You're starting to lose a lot of credibility.
Garabo likes
I never had
Kanye.
any to begin with.
You're taking the side of Paul Pogba in arguments and Kim Kardashian now.
No.
What?
He's
Kardashian.
taking Kanye. You're not a good listener there, James. Your girlfriend actually has sent me messages about what a bad listener you
Okay,
are.
yeah.
He was taking Kanye West.
Out of
side
those
there.
conversations,
Yeah.
go.
James, you were. Here's what she said. I must tell you, and this is such an awkward way to have to deliver this news. You must listen, not to respond, and that's what you did there, James. Garabo was clearly backing Kanye West. Am I correct there, Garabo?
I'm not backing him. I'm just but fine. Yeah,
Apologize.
sure.
He was kind of backing Kanye West because
I
Not
give up.
necessarily backing him. Just like we don't know, so let's shut up.
we do know both of them are ludicrous people. But hey, you know what? I'm happy for both of them. In sort of in a way where my life's going like okay now. So I find it very difficult not to be happy for people when they're successful. Is they both have made all of the money,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy for both of them. Kim Kardashian, like okay, I mean, you're already a trust fund kid, but you've still taken it to another level because lots of trust fund kids just take cocaine and I don't know, go on yachts. But
It's true.
Kardashian, she was focused. Her mom. It's all K's. Hey, Khloe.
Kim,
Kim.
Chloe, Courtney, Kylie, Kendall, Chris.
So,
Wow.
So the K. they
Did you memorize that?
No, it's just so easy to know because it's all K's.
It's the KKK.
It's the KKK, KKK.
Oh, 6 of them.
Yeah, because the mom's also Chris
No wonder Bruce had to get out of there.
and become a woman.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then
it's the
name
only way to
himself-
escape these monsters.
You know what would have been great is if he named himself Caitlyn with a K.
Is he Caitlyn with a K?
No, but he's
Or
Caitlyn
is
with a
she
C.
Caitlyn with a K?
She's Caitlyn with a CY.
She did well. Just I got to get away from these monsters. Like they don't hang out anymore. Hey,
I don't think so, no.
because Caitlyn Jenner's not on the show. I presume the show's
I
still going.
don't know.
I have no idea.
Why? Why aren't you guys clued up? These are business people. The Kardashians are in business. Listen, I like success, man. They are successful people. Now, do I like their content? Not for me, but don't be haters. I don't like Kanye
We're
West.
not.
Kanye West, crazy, like ridiculous. I find him ridiculous, but successful. He's a
What-
businessman
what-
and an incredible artist.
What are the Kardashians famous for? Yes, I know the dad was on the OJ trial. Great stuff.
No, he had a couple of other trials. The OJ trial is one of his.
Yeah, but that was the most.
He's one of the biggest lawyers of all. No. He
Really?
he had bigger American trials, and OJ was just that he's a sportsman. No. Bruce. What's his name? Not Bruce. I forget. No, the dad's name.
Yes, it's Rob.
No, Rob's the brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure the
No.
dad is also
Rob
Rob.
No.
is the brother.
No, there's a. It'll come to me now. Kardashian. Anyway, he was like the sort of U.S. lawyer, 80s, 90s. Everyone famous knew to go to that Kardashian guy.
I'm so sure it's Robert. It is Robert.
Oh, is
Rob,
it?
Oh,
Robert.
wow.
Oh, okay.
My mistake. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so shout out to James. You are correct. But yeah. No, you know what? Good for Kim Kardashian. Good for Kanye West, and good for anyone who's doing well in life right now, dude.
Straight up.
I'm like, why can't I just be happy for them? I don't like Kanye West. I think he's ludicrous, and quite frankly, I don't like his music really. But
Hey, whoa.
yeah, no.
I think
This-
his music's
but
terrible.
Could I
I don't
ask
listen
why?
to American hip hop.
So
So
you ask why?
and even then, it's more like pop. No, it's just not for me.
I think his music's
I'm not saying his.
horrendous.
I don't think his music's terrible. It's
Mhm.
not for me. So,
Mhm.
but the guy's successful. He's built. You don't get to that level just because you're lucky. Sorry,
No,
it
no.
doesn't. Even Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, whoever it is, there's an element of okay. Number one, do you have to be good looking? Yes. Like get over it. People must get over it.
It's a
like
fact.
this
It's
idea that only beautiful people are on TV. Yes, if you're ugly like me, shut the hell up and just watch beautiful people. Go cry into your own pillow. Okay, let's get over that. You have to be good looking to be an artist or striking or have a feature about you. And then secondary, is there actually some talent? And to all of them, Kim Kardashian, Kanye, Yeezy,
Oh, please.
Yeezy
don't.
vibe.
That's Lil Wayne, by the way.
Oh,
No, it's not. No.
no, he's Tunchi.
Yeah, but isn't he?
No, he's Tunchi.
Oh no, he's Young Moolah, isn't
Wheezy.
he?
He's Wheezy. Kanye is Yeezy
Yeezy.
with a Y.
There we
Everyone,
go.
calm down.
Oh, James, are you
Good
gonna?
Lord.
No. But if you're gonna put a statement out, expect feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Hey, James, don't go soft now.
Okay, wait.
Don't be a soft ass little child because you put an opinion out there. Just like you corrected me with what's it, Robert.
Robert.
Yeah, I didn't start crying
Yeah,
like
we
a
went
little
like,
baby.
oh no, God, Robert.
Yeah, James, oh, you're a little baby because you were wrong. James, a little baby. Hey, shout out to Yeezy
Yeah.
and Wheezy and Kanye.
Anyway, sorry,
Two people. It's two
James.
people. It sounds like three.
James, you said you find his music horrendous.
I do.
What have you
I
heard?
do. It makes my ears
Okay.
bleed.
But what have you heard?
Wait, hold on. Are you're obviously a fan now because you
I
seem a
am
little
a
bit
Kanye-
triggered.
I am, but I feel like there is no way he's speaking about pre-2010 Kanye West.
Dude, it's just all auto-tune and terrible rap.
Whoa,
It's just horrible
Hey,
stuff.
hey.
James,
What have you heard?
You sound like a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, I want to have. I'm trying to have a discussion here. Like, let's not be so like. Let's just not throw the fun adjectives out there. It's horrendous. Okay.
No,
What
but
have you-
hold on. Do you like rap, James?
I do like rap.
do you like?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's start
maybe
there.
that's a good place to
Yeah.
start.
Thank you.
Eminem's a vibe.
The new stuff, old stuff.
All of it.
Okay, so you like Eminem.
Oh, no.
Okay.
NF is also dope.
What's NF?
He was like an underground rapper, and he's starting to like make a big name for himself.
Christian rap.
Not
Christian rap.
really.
Shout out
Christian
Jesus.
rap.
Shout out G. Hey, Jesus will always have your back. Good for NF.
It's not really Christian rap.
I
I think he's made like
James,
3 Christian
I
raps.
have no problem with Christian rap.
It's
Now,
an observation.
Am I going to listen to it? Probably not.
Just an
Kanye West is big on the religion thing. They all put it out there for crying out loud. Now, am I offended by religion? Yes, I am. But put it in your music. I don't care. Shout out to you liking Christian rap, dude.
Okay, go on.
Sure.
You're saying?
Sick World's pretty dope.
Sick World.
Doesn't ring a bell. Go on.
He's also kind of underground. Like, not a lot of people know.
So
who
is
he
there a style? There's clearly a style
Yeah.
that you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And Karabo, you like Kanye West.
Okay. I try to listen to as many people as possible.
Mhm.
So I would say, yeah, there's obviously Kanye West. More recently, I'll say like a Brockhampton. That's a group. That's a whole group of people
Okay.
that exist because of Kanye West. They met on a Kanye West fan forum.
Yeezy.
Who else?
Ew.
Goodness, I don't know. There's so many people. Freddie Gibbs, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Goodness, Benny the Butcher. I don't know. I would need a lot of time. I haven't really thought about it.
And it's okay. You guys can like what you like. James.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you, I mean, James, you might like Natasha Bedingfield or whatever you're into. That's cool, dude.
Mm.
Like, don't feel smaller for that. And
Yeah, like-
if Karabo likes auto-tune T-Pain stuff, shout out. See?
Okay, here's my
I'm
thing, right?
chilling, bruh. I'm
Wait,
chilling.
here's my thing. But have you given him a fair shot? Because it doesn't sound like it to me.
Well, I got to be on James's side here. His music's terrible, but
Wait. But what have you tried?
all of it's trash.
you
Like,
see, here's the
I
thing.
tried after some of the earlier stuff. I tried to get back into, and again, it's not for me.
That's okay.
And
Here's the
he's
thing.
making music for between 16 and 21-year-olds
Okay.
that want to fill up arenas and buy stuff on Spotify. And by the way,
Mhm.
shout out Yeezy. It's just not
the
for
thing.
me.
I'm okay with you saying it's not for you
Mm.
because it's just not for you. That's how art works.
Mm.
But horrendous is a different thing.
Well, from my perspective, so I might say I like synth pop, for instance.
I love synth
right?
pop.
And you might say I don't like Hot Chip. I don't like the sound. I don't like Depeche Mode. You might like I love Depeche Mode.
Okay.
And then you might come to me and say that's horrendous. Shout out. It's
I just-
2021. Everyone has a safe space.
Here's the thing. I just want to have a discussion about it as all. Because I feel like I personally cannot say like an artist is horrendous. Give me 3 albums or something. God damn it. Like, geez.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
know.
shout
Just
out.
Always have an open mind. You might find
I'm not an open-minded
okay, because
person.
I just feel like worst case scenario, you listen to an album you didn't like. Fine, your life goes on.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, you have a musician to listen to, a lot of new music. So
All right.
To me, I don't see a loss here. Just be open. You know,
I'm not an open-minded person.
I've picked that up.
Yeah.
And with Kanye West, I'm okay with people saying the music is nonsense, like from 2016 onwards. I agree with you. For the most part.
I think he's
For the
also
most part.
insufferable, Karabo. You have to
Listen,
you have
you
to
need
take that
to-
into account. He's
Okay,
become
no, I'm okay
a
with that.
revolting
Yes.
human being to actually have to
Yeah.
consume ad nauseum. You know, you also
Yeah.
like, so it's like because it's very difficult. I know everyone goes, oh, you should separate the artist from the person, but it becomes difficult because he's everywhere all the time. And shout out to him, but he's insufferable. Like you can't tell
That's
me
okay.
he's so it makes it difficult for me. All right, let's
mean-
move on. Kanye West can't be our whole show. James's Natasha Bedingfield love
okay.
cannot be the whole show
Had
either.
something else to
Because
say, but
you like
forget it.
Natasha Bedingfield, huh?
I think I know one song that she did.
James, there's nothing. James, this is a safe space. If you like Natasha Bedingfield, it doesn't make you less of a man.
I like Westlife.
You think Westlife wrote Barry Manilow's songs? That's how much James likes them. All right.
Wait. You have difficulty separating art from the artist?
That's life.
I think it's
listen, Karabo, tell you something. People struggle to separate behavior from character. It's the human existential problem.
I get it with music though. So
Let's
it's
move
okay.
on. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about Kanye West
I
anymore.
can tell.
Yeah,
But
let's
it,
move on.
but
Let's
it,
move.
but
Karabo.
it pleasures me seeing you so irked about Kanye West.
We'll move on.
You've made my week.
All right. Let's get into it. We are actually a sports show as well. The Arsenal. So what I'm going to do over the next couple of days is I'm going to speak about, because when I was in school, I remember the worst part of it was getting my report card. To say I was a terrible student is an understatement, James.
Same.
To say I was mucking about. And here's the problem is both my parents and my sister are like all A students. So it's also not like, you know, some people are just in families where it's enough to pass. But in my family, like, there's no congratulations for an A. You know what I mean? Like, my sister, I think my parents stopped paying for school, I think in grade 10. Just like stellar, all the way through, right up to her master's, never paid a cent.
I think my mother would faint if I got an A.
Oh, it's tough. But anyway, so in my household, it was only made worse by the fact that I'm the dum-dum in the house, you know?
Me too.
I dread it. I remember, what happened? I think I burnt a report once instead of giving it to my dad.
Wow.
Okay, I wasn't. My report cards were still terrible up until matric, but I never went to the extent of burning. Like, I still brought my report card home and got in trouble and got the hiding and did the thing.
Going through it all.
Yeah, I never burnt it or threw it away or like.
Yeah, that's where we're different.
You're lucky, man. They email them now.
No, even back then, that was why it was dumb.
And you
No,
get
my-
that call while you're at school.
No, my dad's got all the internet in the world. I thought, oh, my dad's the other side of the world. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to burn this report. Oh, no. Turns out emails work in Germany too. Yeah. So in hindsight, maybe not some of my best work. Yeah, I'm saying. Anyway, so I'm going to give some report cards on the traditional big six. We're going to start off with the lowest of those. And we're going to start off with the Arsenal. They have had a season. Okay, look, Arsenal out there. So we'll start off with the squad, right? We'll start off at the back. The defense gets a C for me. They were nowhere. You got to say, they had to babysit them, playing two holding midfielders the whole time. It doesn't help when you got Ceballos, who, man, that's tough going. Thomas Partey hasn't been what he promised. So defense, they get a C for me. The midfield, it's been disappointing. I mean, you sold Aaron Ramsey, and here's what happened, is you lost all the goals from the midfield. It's been an absolute disaster. So for me, again, we have to be honest. Arsenal are what they are now. The midfield gets a C. That's not the most disappointing part of Arsenal. Because part of the defense, the reason they get a C, I think Bernd Leno is extremely overrated, and they made a bad decision moving on from Emi Martinez. The strikers and attack get an F. And I include Bukayo Saka in the midfield rather than the strikers because he's their player of the season and he's magnificent. The strikers get an F. They've been nowhere. It's been awful. Where's the synergy? Nicola Pepe continues at £72 million. I don't know if I'm looking at Nathan Redmond or I'm looking at Nicola Pepe. And it's 72. I think people don't know how to put this in context. £72 million gets you both Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez. Just about. That's about an 80 million swing for those two. Nicola Pepe has been nothing short of embarrassing. Embarrassing. Aubameyang's been a joke, and Lacazette, well, he's huffed and puffed. So I give the squad a D, right? Because I'm also realistic. For me, I keep telling people they are no longer the Arsenal. They're just Arsenal now. The squad, I give a D. But I want to separate something out, and I'll do it this way, is that the captain. That's a big part of any football club. If Arsenal want to progress, Aubameyang has to go. He has to go. Because I've always told you, flair is not something you should build a company, a business, or a culture on. It is not a winning way to build anything. Flair is not interesting to me, and trust me, I know people in business. Flair and people wanting to express themselves is not interesting. What's the bottom line? Don't build your business on flair. You can't have your captain being Aubameyang. I'm all for personality. I'm all for his gram. I'm all for that. But then just make him a member of the squad. And that's on Arsenal, by the way. That's not just on Aubameyang. That is on Arsenal. You were desperate and you kept him. Folks, he's flaky, he's soft, and he's unreliable. That's what he's been the last 2 seasons. You can't make him your captain. Because here's the thing about leadership. You become the personality of your leaders. Think of all the great teams. Arsene Wenger, steel at the beginning, a little bit of flair, a little bit of panache, a little bit of class, and actually surgical, because he was the first guy to bring diets and all of that into English football. You think of that first Arsenal team, when they were the Arsenal under Henry, Bergkamp, etc. Surgical, classy, a little bit of flair. The leader, exactly those things. Smart. They were a really smart team. Arsenal is Aubameyang. Nice to look at, good flair, but ultimately no substance. There's a reason why Dortmund let go of him so easily. You cannot have your captain be that. He's an F. He's been shocking all year. And again, there was some stuff with the coach at the beginning of the season. Don't love that. When captain separates himself from club, that is not the personality I want. Your captain should be a company man. Roy Keane at his worst was still a united man. To the death. In fact, to his discredit in the end. Because he started calling out John O'Shea, etc., and saying they're not good enough to be at Man United, and Fergie had to get rid of him. Aubameyang's not a company man. He's an Aubameyang man. You can't have your leadership be that, because your company and your team will become the personality of your leadership. Lastly, Mikel Arteta. Folks, this is what Arsenal are now. I'll give the mark at the end. But the last 5 seasons have looked this way. You came 5th, 6th, 5th, 8th, and 8th. So that's what Arsenal is now. We must stop pretending they're a top 3 club and having standards at that level. And also this season, you have no excuse. You still spent the 6th most money. You can't be 8th with that. Sorry, I'm not giving you that excuse. Partey is a poor signing. He's injury prone and he's not there. And stop telling me he's unlucky. Sorry, another bad signing. Pepe was another bad signing. Injury prone, unreliable. It's a pattern now with Arsenal. Tierney's injury prone and unreliable. It's a pattern now with Arsenal. Santi Cazorla, I loved him. Injury prone, unreliable. Aubameyang, loves an injury, unreliable. David Luiz, injury prone, unreliable. Willian, unreliable. These are all signings that happened, by the way. You can't get every signing right, but you can't get 10 in a row wrong. You just cannot. And that's what Arsenal are now. Partey and Tierney and Pepe, ultimately, all horrendous signings. Why is Willian there? It's a pattern now, right? And Arteta has to take some of that brunt because those are his calls. It's clear now that the board has handed over the club to him because he got rid of Ozil, he got rid of the other guys. Okay, what are you doing now? Can't give me Willian, can't give me Pepe. Sorry. Can't have Pepe as the biggest signing and Partey as your biggest signing and Tierney as your biggest signing and they're all injured and unreliable. That's on you, dude. And the excuses are becoming a pattern now. It's a D. I would give Arteta a D because it was chaos before he came, but it's still not good enough. But this is what Arsenal are now. If you don't believe me, the last 5 seasons, 5th, 6th, 5th, 8th, and 8th. I know you were in the Europa League this season, but please don't forget, that's only because you beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final. You were 8th last season. And there's no projection, as far as I'm concerned. Everton don't strike me like they're going to go anywhere. Ancelotti's going to get rid of half of that squad, and they're going to drop another 180, 200 million in this transfer window. That puts you 7th. You haven't finished above Spurs now. Is it 5 years? That puts you 8th again next season, according to my books. And Everton are not going anywhere. I don't know if Aston Villa are going to go anywhere because they dropped a cool 140, I think, this season. They may add to that team if Grealish doesn't leave and they kind of upgrade that, get somebody to join Ollie Watkins. You just beat Aston Villa this season. Just. Overall, you got to say, I was gonna give it an F, but then I thought to myself, oh wait, Arsenal haven't been in the Champions League for 5 seasons, or for 4 seasons, or 5 seasons now. This is what they are. So it's not a complete and abject failure. It's an E. It's awful, but Arsenal are awful. That's not hate. I don't think I'm hating when I say that, because if you want to get triggered and people keep telling me where the gun is and we've got all our history. Okay, but the last 5 years, folks, I've told you. If you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, mother, father, and if you're a son, daughter, stop telling me what a good son you were 5 years ago. What have you done for me lately? You don't get credit for being a good person 5 years ago. You don't get credit for being a good company 5 years ago. Arsenal have been 5th, 6th, 5th, 8th, and 8th. Overall, they get an E. I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry, not sorry, as the youngsters say. They get an E. And it's Arsenal now. If you support Arsenal, be honest, get out of your fields. This is what you are now. 2 seasons in a row, coming 8th, and it's 5 seasons in a row now behind Tottenham, and it's 5 seasons in a row now outside of the top 4. That is, and first time in 25 years, by the way. Shout out to Arsenal. You'll only be playing football on the weekends. And that's got to be tough.
You will be walking alone.
Little Liverpool jibe there.
What can I say?
Hey, listen, talk that talk because you're in the top 4. People can hate. Liverpool had an incredible. I think you got 26 out of 30 points in the last 10 games. I was reading a stat.
Not terrible at all.
So Arsenal fans can say nothing to nobody.
You know what I was just looking at now, right? So I was looking at the Arsenal stats on the Premier League website. Their goals per game is 1.45. So they have 1.45 goals per game. Their shooting accuracy is 33%. I think Arsenal have talented players. That's a fact. I just think they've fallen behind while the other big 6 have progressed and have continued to sort of build their clubs. And I think Arsenal just kind of
plateaued.
They like I say, they've got talented players, but the Premier League's becoming incredibly competitive. You have Leicester now who's challenging for Champions League places before Liverpool came along. West Ham was, I think, top 5 or 6 this season. So I don't know. I think.
Oh, I forgot about West Ham. They are not going to go anywhere either. Moyes has now proven that he's that manager. He can get the most out of mediocre talent. I think, and it's tough to judge him just off the United thing. Maybe he'll get one more crack at a proper club.
Hope not.
Well, I mean, don't worry about United.
Maybe he needs one more try at United.
No, I just hope he gets his call.
At United.
I was just kidding.
No. Hey, listen, Pochettino's maybe coming back. So listen, why not? And we know people in life are terrible at not going back to their exes. So who knows? People love going back to an ex and having the same problems. A friend of mine says, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Maybe they go back to Moyes and go, this Ollie thing ain't working out. Listen, the Arsenal situation is interesting as well, is that even with Arteta I've said this before, it's a chaotic institution. Wherever you work, and I know now, because I work with enough young people, everyone wants to express themselves and the old people don't get it. And it's about me. What about me? And my boss is so harsh. You need structure. Everybody, especially the younger you are, you need structure. And Arsenal have no structure. Like, I don't know where the power lies at Arsenal. Is it the owner? Is it the board? Is it Mikel Arteta? Is it Aubameyang and the players? Because they kind of revolted against Arteta. Because now they've had 2. They had Koscielny and they had Ozil get ugly.
Yeah.
So do the powers actually, does the dressing room own the club? Like, the beautiful thing, and if you look at all businesses, successful businesses, always, a mentor of mine or an elder of mine always says this, where does the power lie? That'll tell you how the business is going to go. It was very clear at United. Very, very clear in its successful years. It's very clear. There's one man running this show, and Fergie can't wait for the documentary. Shout out to that, by the way.
Which will be on Amazon Prime.
Cannot wait. And I am grabbing Amazon Prime. Cannot wait for that. But it was very clear. My way or the highway. Okay, great. Now everybody knows what direction we're going. Here's what's not tolerable. These are the standards. And Fergie, Fergie's controlling the refs even. Fergie time. Okay, so we know what United are. Arsene Wenger, it was very clear. David Dean, Arsene Wenger. Anybody else, take a hike. Chelsea, it's very clear. Roman Abramovich. Man City, it's very clear. The board and the coach, because they've done it the same way every single time. Mancini, they brought an Italian board in. They allowed Mancini to work. Pellegrini, they brought a strong board in around him. So it's board, very, very clear. The board and the manager are in charge at Manchester City. It's so clear for everyone to see. What is going on at Arsenal? Listen, you cannot win without structure. I know people think I'm fuddy-duddy old guy and I don't understand. Just trust me. There are rules in life. There is a formula to winning. It is transversal. Whether you're in music, you're in football, you sell plastic, you cannot win without structure. And Arsenal, I mean, they actually, you know what they remind me of? You ever seen movies when little girls and boys are selling lemonade at a lemonade stand, and they don't really have a cash register?
Yeah.
They're just like, it's a feel-good thing. what do the young people say? You guys, it's just vibes.
Vibes.
Arsenal's just vibes.
Hate that word.
They just vibes. on the
Arsenal's
field,
just
eh?
vibes.
They just show up there on a Saturday. They're vibes. They go home.
Yeah. Just Aubameyang pitches up.
He's vibing in the center attack there.
Yeah. Coach, I don't feel like playing today. All right, Oba.
Coach, I actually just want to get into my solid gold chrome Lamborghini Aventador and go home.
And that thing's sick. But does it win me football matches? Again, at Barcelona, it was very clear where the power is. Pep Guardiola. Inter Milan this season, where was the power? Antonio Conte. You need, because people are terrible at holding themselves to standards. You just need to walk around in life. People are terrible at holding themselves to standards. Terrible. They need rules.
That's why I think Leicester City is so good. And
Magnificent.
They got a little bit unlucky towards the end of the season with the way they finished and, not getting Champions League. That's in all seriousness. That's not me being a Liverpool fan. Anyway.
It is a little bit. But I kind of like it.
But, yeah, look, they obviously got a little bit unlucky. But Brendan Rodgers came in, did the time. They were second at one point, dropped down to third. But, for a club like Leicester City, who, yes, they won the Premier League, but no one really pegs them for... Leicester aren't seen as that club yet.
But they've got a structure.
Exactly.
They have a clear structure. Owner, good recruitment. So we recruit this type of profile player. If you look at all their players, there's a certain profile. Their wing backs all look the same. Physical, technical.
Yeah.
There's clearly a template of what they will look for because it'll fit in a versatile system, and you give the manager the power. You say, all right, Brendan, here's 60 million and below, I'd imagine. They go, okay, we'll go 60 million and below. Give us your 3 options in every position. It's clear that how they run it, but what's very clear, the ownership's in charge.
Exactly.
There's no mucking about of who's in charge. It's clear we like the owner. The fans like the owner.
They love him.
And by the way, he's in charge. And we're going to run this thing our way. And it's magnificent. That's why they've progressed. At Arsenal, I'm so lost.
You got Mr. Walmart here and there, and then you've got Arteta 1 minute, and then Emery the next, and it's just a shambles.
Arsenal, you worried about them at all, Karabo? As a Man United fan, is there anything you got to say about Arsenal?
Keep going down. Great entertainment.
More power to them, huh?
Yeah, sure.
More power to their failure. Yeah, sure. I think a lot of United fans feel that way.
I'm just happy it's televised, man.
You love it, huh?
Yeah, love it. I live for it.
Because when you were growing up, did you miss Henry and them? Because how old were you? 2004.
Yeah, I only started watching football 2009 to begin with.
No, so you didn't. Yeah, listen. I would imagine for Man United fans my age, they are loving it because, trust me, I lived it. They were. It's really difficult to translate to people. I know everybody thinks Pep's teams and this is like the greatest football's ever been. For 2 seasons. When I say unstoppable, please hear me. And this is at Fergie's apex, by the way, with Giggs and with Scholes and with Beckham and Neville, and they were unstoppable. They were unstoppable. There was a season where Arsenal would go from keeper to striker in like 3 passes, and you'd see the same goal like every 4 or 5 weeks. They'd go from keeper to striker in 3 passes. Henry passed it in the back of the net to put that thing in the middle of the pitch. It's over. This thing's over. They were unstoppable. And it was excruciating for United fans because at that stage, United for a while were winning the league by like February, like maybe even December. Really, it was all over. But then came along this Frenchman, and for 2 seasons, my God, the season I'll never forget it. The season he got Sol Campbell, because they kind of had Bergkamp and Henry and Pires, and again built that flair thing, and they had. But then they got Sol Campbell, and then they went invincible, and then for a year. They were just... So, guys my age who support Man United are loving this.
Can't wait
they
till
have Karabo's attitude.
Can't wait till I get older and United start dying. It's going to happen.
Well, I mean...
Some might say it's already happening.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Some people say United are dead now.
Nah, it was a scare. It was a death scare.
Oh, is this a scare? Is this an 8-year scare?
Yeah, it was an 8-year scare. I mean,
for 8 years.
No, it's a phase, James. I'm with Karabo. It's an 8-year phase.
When does the phase end, bro?
No, James. Why are you being insensitive to a safe space? Karabo, it's just a phase. Tell this guy. It's just a phase. So, but Arsenal, I want to know your thoughts. Arsenal, any fears? I mean, they're dead, hey? They're as dead as Dodo and Disco.
I don't worry about the dead.
Nah.
Yeah, have fun.
And E, I don't think I've been harsh. I think an E's fair. you go to the next grade within E is what 45% out of 100.
I wouldn't know. Probably.
Yeah, around. Hey, an E.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, you're smart. Listen, he did go to Crawford. He was a smart kid. So, unlike me, nearly got kicked out of school. Yeah, I'm saying. I'm serious. Luckily, my dad lived overseas. And luckily I could kick a rugby ball and hit a cricket ball. I was that close to, excuse me, sir, you're going to have to leave the Midlands ASAP.
Yeah, please go to your dorm room and collect your things.
Luckily, I had people skills. I talked to my headmaster, sorted a few things out, bumped up my average by 5%. Yeah, I'm saying.
How much did that cost you?
No, nothing. I just had to actually start. It was annoying. I had to start trying at school.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah, okay. Freaking tell me about it.
I hate when parents are like, go to school and just do the work. I hate it.
You know what's so annoying? I've always thought about my parents. Both of them. So annoying. They started in the rural lands of this country. They're both born, to rural parents. And if they think, because they turned their lives around by coming to the city, one of them getting a doctorate, one of them becoming an engineer, they think their hard work is now my problem.
Yeah.
That's what I used to think. I used to think to myself, who the hell do these two people think they are? Yes, now, did they buy me food my whole life? And I never had to worry about that.
Yeah, but that's semantics.
Have I always had a warm bed?
Semantics.
Have I always had the shoes I want?
Semantics.
Did I always have football boots, cricket gear?
Semantics. It's all
did I have a loving home where there was zero abuse at all? Did I have a home where I could express myself and invite people over? Did I have all of those things?
You probably did, but
now, is that through their hard work directly? Some might say yes.
Yes, but semantics,
it is semantics. So I thought to myself, it's unbelievable that now I have to start trying at school. What are you talking about?
No.
I have to put effort in.
Never.
What the hell is happening in this world? That was me at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And then at 27, I grew up.
Nope, that's still my life.
Real story. I'm telling you my real life, James.
I know. Can I tell you my real life?
Please do. Please do. Karabo, we can get to yours as well if you'd like.
No, thanks.
Cool.
Tell me your story, James.
So, was a happy kid.
Yeah.
Still am a happy kid.
I feel you.
Went to school.
Yeah.
Parents worked hard.
Grind, yeah.
But they wanted me to do this thing.
Mm.
This really weird concept that I didn't really get my head around. They wanted me to succeed. And I just, for the life of me, could not understand why.
That is annoying. Once your parents start showing you that they love you, it gets tough.
Exactly.
That's very annoying.
And it essentially started in grade 5.
Yeah.
And that carried through until about grade 11-ish.
So are you saying your parents had expectations for you?
Yes.
It sounds like that's what they had. They created a loving environment, worked their backside off every day so you could have a great life.
Yeah.
And had expectations for you.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
This is quite traumatic sounding. Go ahead, yeah.
It is, from grade 5 till grade 11.
Yeah.
I just, I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that the people that put a roof over my head,
yes,
wanted me to go to school,
yes,
and perform at my best. I couldn't see it. It happened once. I performed at my best in school.
Really?
Matric finals.
Really?
That was where it mattered.
Oh, so you really locked in there and got your marks?
But only for matric finals. So like matric, prelims and pre-prelims, dog water.
Oh my gosh.
Matric finals, aced it.
So was your mom stressing?
Dude, so you know how, and I don't know if they still do it like this, but there's a date that's chosen, and then
it's in the newspaper.
No, at midnight they SMS it to you.
Oh yes, I remember that.
They still do it like that.
In my day, they didn't do the SMS thing. You had to look in the newspaper.
Yeah, so they still do the newspaper thing, but
I wait. Can I tell you what I forgot?
Yes.
Is that in the newspaper? I don't know whether it was just the government schools that came out, because what is it? Is it called IEB? I can't remember the system.
What?
Yes.
Whatever the British
schools.
Cambridge thing is.
IEB.
No,
I forgot that I was on that system, so actually I had to call. It wasn't in the paper.
Awkward.
And my mom thought I'd failed matric, by the way, with the way I was behaving. But anyway, so your story. Go ahead.
Right. So, when my brother had to go through that stuff, my mom had gone to bed by like 10 o'clock. She's like, well done on passing, Tristan. I'm going to bed.
So are your brothers academics?
Well, my older brother was more of the knuckle down and do the work.
Yeah, good person.
Yeah.
Unlike you, actually appreciated everything.
My older brother is actually a human being.
No, I know this. He's teaching children in Vietnam with his beautiful wife or fiance. Fiance. She's a teacher. He's the best Ilsley.
Exactly.
He's the best version of Ilsley available.
Absolutely.
Always said I preferred him. I should
My
have.
mom went to
Should
bed
hide it.
early. Woke up the next morning. Well done, Tristan. Good stuff. Nice. 2015 comes around. My matric year. And I go on matric vac. We all live our best lives. I'm with my best mates. And then we came back to Joburg. And I was like, okay, cool. Vac's over now. All the fun's over. Now there was a period of time until the marks were out. It's like, vac's over. Fun's over. Now I need to start stressing about these marks that are coming out in 2 weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Everyone in my house stayed awake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They were on.
Yeah, everyone was on edge. Everyone stayed awake. And then I started getting messages just past 12 from the guy you met yesterday at the coffee shop.
Yes.
He sent me a message. And he was like, dude, got the university exemption pass thing. How did you do? What's going on? And I was like, bruh, I don't have anything yet. Dude, and this continued for like 15 minutes. I remember just walking like outside of my house, back inside, onto the patio, back inside, like just pacing. Like 12 o'clock at night, everyone was on the couch waiting.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Then it came through, drank champagne. Life was good.
Dude, I'm so you actually, as you're telling me the story, because I was such a dum-dum in school, your anxiety's carrying over to me as you're telling, because I know exactly what you were going through. Like by matric, I was okay-ish, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of delivering a high C.
Yeah.
But my gosh,
Yeah.
that because that was my mom, grade 10, grade 11. I was just an out of hand kid. Oh. And, yeah, that's hard. And was your mom like stressing?
My mom,
So was your high school life
yeah.
was just chaos for your mom? Just like she was
Yes.
going to bed every night, crying herself to sleep, going, "What more can I do for this child?"
So it was like that because in the beginning, both my brother and I were kind of terrible with this whole school thing.
No, you young men.
And we just weren't interested. My brother got yelled at a couple of times. He kicked into gear.
Yeah.
He was fine.
Yeah.
Still had a couple of hiccups here and there, but he was fine. Like,
Yeah.
didn't have to worry about him. Like I said, my mom went to bed before 12.
Yeah.
on the night of
No,
his
she's got
marks.
work tomorrow. Yeah.
Like, she got things to do, bro.
With James though,
But for
it
James,
was the Champions League final.
bruh, there was beatings. There was...
Yeah, I'd imagine your stepdad had the belt ready,
Bruh,
just
was
wet, because you got to wet the belt. That's when it really
Well, it
hurts.
wasn't wet, but he would just swing.
Yeah.
And then it was like, when I was in grade 11, my parents said to me, if you don't get these marks or whatever, you won't go on a gap year after matric.
And that's fair. There has to be consequences in life. This isn't just a la-di-da. And also, like them grinding every
Yeah.
day. Because I know as kids, we think, oh, you're my mom. You should do it. No.
Do you think...
You little snot nose, get up.
Exactly.
And I was this person, so I
Yeah.
feel you, man.
Do you think ungrateful James, at the time,
Oh,
do you think that mattered in James's
absolutely.
head?
In fact, you probably lower your marks a little bit to stress your mom out a little bit more.
I'll be fine, Mom.
I,
It's okay. Whatever.
hey, I was this guy. I remember going to my mom saying,
Before you go on,
Yeah.
long story short, no gap year for James.
no,
Anyway.
because also dum-dum. Bit of a dum-dum like me. And here we are. Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Look
dude.
at us, James. A bunch of dum-dums sitting in a studio saying
You know
dumb
what
stuff.
they say?
Yeah, dum-dums will get in a studio.
Sure.
Shout out, James. Shout out. Karabo, these are the things that are happening in real life, dude. Karabo's smart guy. He doesn't go through that stuff. He's an intellectual. He's a thinker. He's a thinking man. He's a thinking person's person. Yeah, I'm saying.
He's been quiet the whole time thinking.
Yeah, because he's probably like, oh, what a bunch of dum-dums.
Yeah.
No, I need to piss. So I in case you haven't known, I've been moving like this for like 30 minutes just so I don't lose my mind.
You ever been in school and peed in your pants?
Hey? No.
That happened to me in primary school.
Happened to me too.
I was in detention, and we had like a wicked teacher, and she just make us sit there. You know what I mean? Like, ma'am, I got to go to the bathroom. She got a little bit aggro.
Oh, don't even get me started on detention, bro.
Never
Came home
been.
with
James.
Never been.
Bruh.
See, thinking man, Karabo's like a soft. He's a soft guy. It's douchebags like you and me who think they're too loud, chirp the teacher. But to finish off on this, sorry to hear about your bladder stuff, Karabo. It's tough. So bladder stuff, expandable though. It will expand, by the way.
Gross.
I
Thanks.
remember saying the following words to my mom. And my mom, by the way, literally never laid a hand on me. My dad would do all of that kind of action. My mom's not into it. I mean, later in life, she kind of had to. But it was, I remember saying to her, what did I say? Don't know if you've ever uttered this line, James. You sound like the little spoiled brat like me who would have said this. Oh, I didn't choose to have me. You chose to have me. Boy, oh boy, the biggest mistake. I saw my mom, because honestly, like no parents are perfect. But my mom's a human angel, right? She's the most empathetic person you could ever wish to meet. Boy, oh boy, didn't say a word. Looked at me as though, I don't know if you've ever had that look from a mother that looks straight through you.
Yeah,
it's like Superman's laser. Just like I've never felt. I will never forget that day. I felt invisible. Boy, oh boy, did I trigger a week of being ignored by my mom. That was phenomenal. I never want to go through. I've never been so scared. No, blanked me. I didn't exist to her for a week.
that was always the worst because like I'm very much a mommy's boy, and when my mom was upset with me and blanked me completely, like she could give you the silent treatment for a week.
Oh my God, I'll never forget.
It would be the worst thing in the world.
Easier when your mom shouts.
Yeah,
You deal with it.
Yeah.
Or for me back in the day, let me just say I used to test everyone. Get the hiding, get the shouting at, wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out of here. By the way, shout out guys, we already live in a complex. What are you going to do? Stop me? Plus my dad, workaholic. You're in the office. Ain't no way you're going to see me.
There you go.
I'm off to the park to play football with the lads. Is there lashings on my legs? Is it a little bit sore? Get over it. The silent treatment from my mom though, I'd hate that now. And I'm a grown-ass man who's been paying taxes for a while. Shout out to the dumb people out there, James. I think this is probably therapeutic for someone somewhere
Yeah.
who's going, hey, I was dumb too. I went through that exact same stuff.
Yeah. Also, by the time you've gone through it, and I'm by no means experienced in life, I'm only 24.
Sure.
But now looking back at it, like I can see why my parents did what they did. Like the way they were so strict with me.
No, my question is, how did my parents not murder me? And I'm not joking.
Oh, straight up.
I think every single day of my life now, when I think to some of the deplorable things I said to my mom, I said to my dad. Well, no, my dad, no, none of that. But with some of the deplorable things I said to my mom, I honestly, I'm not kidding when I say this. How did my mom? Because I would now. I'm not ready to have kids. Put hands around my throat. She would have been justified to do this, and squeeze until the life was out of me. How she didn't do that,
Dude.
human angel.
Dude, mothers are incredible.
Human
bro.
angel. Give her a Nobel Fields Medal,
Straight up.
Best Actress Award.
Yep.
Give her all of the
Give her
awards.
an Emmy. Also throw in a Grammy. Just throw it in there.
Give her all of that, dude. Mom, and I know you listen to this. By the way, I'd be okay with this because the last 5-6 years have gone well in my life. I've lived a really, really good life. If my mom wants to murder me moving forward, totally understandable.
Yeah,
And if
same.
the police find this tape, don't arrest her. Because you don't know what I put
Yeah.
my mom to.
She
From around 13 years old to 27, the stuff I put my mother through, murder me. No problem.
Sure.
Justified.
Absolutely.
In fact, after my mom murders me, give her the presidential award. I want Cyril Ramaphosa to go to my mother's house and say, you have done a service for this country. Dr. Matlala, you have done a service for this country. And you're a leader and an example. And James, I'd imagine it's the same for your mother.
1,000,000%.
I can't believe some of the things I'd say to her. All right.
I never said anything disrespectful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just kind of let it happen. And
See, and again, I would rather put up with the hiding because my mom's got such an empathy. All right, she's such an empathetic person. When you drive her to ignore you, because she will help anybody. I still have to stop her from helping people, right? She will help anybody. When she gives you the silent treatment, murder.
game over.
All right, let's intermission. Good chat there, James.
Good stuff. That was good, huh?
Yeah, that was. Shout out to. I'm not going to shout out your mom because she didn't raise me, but she
Yeah.
raised my mom. Shout out to my mom. Do you want to shout out your mom?
Shout out Michelle. Huh?
Karabo, you want to shout out your mom? It's not his thing.
He really needs to
No,
be.
no,
Even
no.
someone in the comments picked it up.
I'm not going to judge him. He doesn't want to shout out his mom. Didn't pitch up to her lunch. No worries. You know what? Shout out Wandi. Because she is one of the better people you will ever meet. And boy, oh boy, has she done a great job raising her kids. She's got 3 of them. And by the way, sent one of her other kids to the primary school I went to. The guy's going to turn out to be golden. Obviously, classy guy. James, let's hug it out here.
Go Wandi.
Go Wandi indeed. Yeah, let's shout her out.
I was shouting her out.
No. He's got his own stuff to deal with. He didn't want to shout out. He didn't pitch up to the lunch thing. I haven't really spoken about it before, James. So I'll tell you off the air because I haven't really spoken about it. Okay. The MKT Show, ladies and gentlemen, is available as a podcast. Now, James, you still use Google Podcasts.
Correct.
Karabo, do you listen to podcasts?
Yes, absolutely.
What platform do you use?
Spotify.
He's a heathen. What do you use?
Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts, heathens. Be like me, Pocket Cast. But you can get the MKT Show, Cliff Central app, cliffcentral.com, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. All right, let's hug it out. We'll be back in a little bit with everybody's favorite segment. I think people would like me to get off the show and just say, you know what? James's beard is so much nicer. Because I can't even grow a beard. I do the whole annoying channel. James, I don't know if you know, people call this a channel O when it just grows here, a little tuft. It's all I can grow. I'm a human baby. James, why are you laughing? You're making me feel less.
Sorry.
Okay,
I apologize.
no, it's too late now. Yesterday you said my habits are deplorable
Oh, well,
to women.
yes, I did.
You said
I did
it's
say that.
revolting
Yep.
to women. Hurt my feelings. Now James is laughing at me because he's saying I'm a baby face. I'll never be a real man.
Also, you sucked in school, so.
I don't think I sucked in school. I was just a dum-dum. Pretty much the same thing, huh? All right, we'll come back with a little bit of social media with James. My name is MKT. This is the MKT Show. See you in a bit.
The Olympic Games may be cancelled again,
Okay.
says senior Japanese ruling party official. So I also found this out yesterday because I read about another article about the Olympic Games. You know, it's still being called Tokyo 2020.
Yeah, because the logo was just so good. They didn't want to change it.
It's too expensive to
Yeah,
rebrand.
they spent $5 billion. I think it was $5 billion on stuff.
And marketing and
Yeah,
everything.
they're not gonna.
I'm so looking forward to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics in 2026.
Do you know what? I wish I was Japanese. I think those are my people. They do not care about what people think.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. All the best.
Sorry.
And we're the best, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to drive a Lexus? Great. Drive it. That's what it's going to look like. And 2020. Yeah. and they've got the money, but no, we've spent it already. And Shimmy's got a great saying. 10 Rand is still 10 Rand.
There you go.
To them, it's not about the money. It's like, do we need it? Is changing it going to do anything? No, it's still going to be Olympics. Screw you
Yeah.
guys.
Like you said, 5 billion.
Yeah.
Hey, would you do that? No.
No.
So, okay, very cool. Olympics, huh? 2020 and 2026. I like that.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I've got my problems with the Olympics anyway, so who cares? The MKT Show has returned. 27th, a Thursday. Survived COVID. Have we beaten COVID? No. I don't think we've beaten COVID. Let's stay humble. Hashtag too humble.
Third wave.
Is what people are saying. It is the third wave. James Ilsley yesterday. I actually want to tell a real life story before we get into it. One of the funniest moments. maybe in the history of my life. I don't know. So James and I had a little bit of a tiff because we were going to go get a coffee at the coffee shop. We had a late meeting in the afternoon. And there was a bit of rumbling, who's going to pay for the coffee? And it was a little bit of a thing. But one of the greatest things then proceeded to happen because James said, okay, I'll just get my money and we'll go. We get there, the lady, I order first. And so I say to James, what do you need? And I'm ready to pay now. And James is thinking about the whole tiff we had. Is he going to pay for his own coffee? Am I going to pay for both coffees? Is he going to pay for both of our coffees? And he dropped the greatest line ever. He said, don't worry about it. I'll pay for my own. I'm a single independent woman. I don't need no man. and I thought to myself, but the natural delivery was just, even the lady, hey James, the lady,
she was dead.
She was loving it. You delivered. I mean, in terms of timing, comedic timing, get out of here.
It's one thing I've tried to perfect in my life.
Yeah.
Is comedic timing.
I mean, you're still on the way. You obviously haven't
Yeah,
perfected it.
for sure.
Yeah, I've heard you tell a lot of jokes. But yesterday,
Nailed it.
10 out of 10. It had me in stitches even. I remember I got home and thought about it yesterday. I thought, maybe James was right. Maybe he is funny.
Because there was a lot going on in my head when you said, James, what do you want? And I was like, I want to pay, but then he's going to be like, no, it's fine. I'm paying. And then we were going to have I had this whole thing in my head while I was standing at the counter.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's going to be a back and forth. And then I was just like, I'll pay for it for myself.
Yeah.
I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
And boy, oh boy, that delivered. Everyone, they had a good time. I had a good time. You had a good
It
time.
was good stuff.
Everybody who heard it had a good time.
Then we ran into one of my best mates. Small world,
yeah.
huh?
Let's talk about that. By the way, ran into James's friend. I wanted to tell you. Now, it made sense that they're friends. Both wear the douchebag glasses. True or not, James?
We do have similar glasses.
Yeah,
yes.
when the guy came up to me, had that St. Stidians kind of douchebag swagger. Now, I like that.
That's my boy.
Personally, I kind of like the guy. Had a little bit of douchebag thing, the douchebag glasses. Had the hair as well. He was dressed really, really dapper. So, yeah, I had a very St. Stidians-y feel to him, and I kind of liked him. But it made sense. I was like, oh my goodness, James and this guy,
Yeah.
like two douchebags in a pod, as the old saying goes.
He is my closest friend. From
It made
since.
all the sense in the world. I just saw them. I could imagine you guys saying douchebaggy things at some douchebag apartment, like together, just hanging out and being douchebags. And I'm here for it, James.
Shout out Peter. Huh?
Shout out to you, both of you. Both of you
That's
just
my boy.
douchebagging. All right, tell you what, let's get into this. The MKT Show has a segment now that people are starting to say it's better than the whole show.
Taking the world by
A
storm.
lot of people are saying, MKT, maybe you should get the hell off the
Yeah.
show. Just hand it over to this guy and let him do this for 2 hours. It's social media with James. James.
Nailed it.
What you got, James?
Today, I have some interesting news. I read last night that Varane, Isco, and Marcelo
Wow.
are all potentially out the door at Real Madrid.
Who's that? Varane.
Isco and Marcelo.
Okay. And Marcelo.
Yeah. And I think I read the Marcelo headline because I read them separately and then I did like research on it to see what else was going on. When I read the Marcelo one, it kind of broke my heart a little bit because I feel like we're at a time now where genuinely, like the old guard is,
Hey, done.
you know,
It's change of guard. Now, Karabo, you're into hair and swag. I have a question for you on Marcelo. Same wig guy as Willian?
Maybe.
Thought so.
probably.
Similar
Definitely a
length.
wig. I mean, his hair has been unbelievable. Hasn't changed length. Never out of place. Always looks unbelievable. Him and Willian, wig, I'm telling you.
You know what
telling
else
you.
is so unbelievable?
What?
Marcelo's first touch.
Yeah, and just everything. Yeah, I know. He's legendary. Legendary
the
player. So Marcelo, I could live without him. He can go. He's done. Plus, they got Mendy now. One of the 46 Mendys that are on the European continent and play football for a living. Marcelo can go. It's time. It's time to move on. He's not the best anymore. He's maybe not even the second best. I think his time's, it's
Think
come.
so.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. He could come to the Premier League, play for a lower club, like
I'd like to see
a
him
Man
at-
United or an Arsenal. You know, no pressure to win.
Where did you finish on the table?
I don't know. Be in the
Oh,
Champions League final. and
Convenient memory. Thought so.
You couldn't even beat Villarreal. We're going to be in the Champions League final. Stay in your lane.
I enjoy everything about this.
You like that? Now, Isco's a slightly interesting one. That's a tricky one because, you know what, he's the prodigal son. Is at Real Madrid, they do tend, I mean, listen, when you think back to how long they kept Hierro, how long they kept Ivan Helguera, now these guys are before your time, they do like their own guys. Isco's a tricky one for me.
He's only 29 though.
I would, yeah.
29? No.
I'd keep him. Isco,
Still got a couple of good
a
years.
Madrid star. Plus, he's from the club. Like, it's important to keep your own guys around. And also, you're not losing anything with ability with him. He's a solid player. You can put him in. It's not like you fall off a cliff, right? Your thoughts on Isco, Garabo? Do you like Real Madrid? Who you support, Barcelona or Real Madrid?
Barcelona always.
Okay.
Real Madrid can eat my asshole.
All right. Wow. Your thoughts on Isco?
Technically gifted. Type of player that can play. I can see him playing until like 33.
Keep him or does he have to go?
Keep him.
I'd keep
Rotation.
him. Yeah. Varane. Now, this one becomes an interesting one. You have to do everything to keep him. There aren't any great centre-backs out there right now. Like, where do you go as Real Madrid?
Also, Ramos is about 300, so...
No, you gotta work on keeping him.
Yeah.
Give him all of the money. Take more taxpayers' money. You know the taxpayers' money they spent to put out that fire?
Yeah, but Varane can't be that young anymore either.
No, he's got to be, 20s,
28.
late 20s.
28.
Plus, remember, centre-backs only come into their prime 30 years old.
He's 28.
Yeah, so
Boom.
he's about to hit his prime. Got to do everything to give him all of the money.
I reckon he'll actually go back to France.
PSG, that's the move. Triple your money.
Yeah, even Lille.
No, he's 28, dude. I don't want to be going to... No,
He's from Lille.
he's one of the best players in the world. No. Going to
Why in the world would he go there?
Bayern Munich
Because he's from there. I'm just saying, it could be like a boyhood thing.
Now.
End your club where you were born.
at the end there.
Forget
Not
it.
now.
Forget that.
35. Do the... Although Thiago Silva is actually an alien, I think, because he's still performing at a ridiculous level.
Did you ever run into Thiago Silva on your planet that you're from?
No.
Okay.
Because he's an alien. That's true. That is... I like what you did there, James.
Nailed it.
Varane, your thoughts on him?
He's great.
Keep him, man. You got to keep him.
Yeah.
You got to keep him. Or,
Varane.
you know what? If you can't, you have to exhaust every resource to try and
Yes.
keep him. Now, I think it might be out their hands. I think he might be ready to take it elsewhere. Maybe
Hope
a
so.
United. Maybe who else needs him? City don't need him.
I genuinely think he's going to go back to France. That's honestly, I think he's going back to
Where?
France.
But where's he going to go? PSG. James, you got to remember.
What club
he's-
did he
he's-
start at? Did he
James,
start at Lille?
No.
He's
Drop
on-
the narrative.
He's on 200,000 at least. There's no one who's going to pay 200,000. Nobody but PSG can afford 200,000. There's no way he's going. Now at 33, 34, after his next big contract, maybe. So Varane keep, Isco keep, Marcelo. Shout out to you and Willian and the Wigs. All right, James, what you got next, pal?
The Wigs, huh?
Definitely Willian, definitely a Wig.
I have some screenshots on my phone,
Mhm.
and none of that kind that you're thinking. I don't know why I went there.
I don't know,
didn't
it's
have
your-
to.
it's
You on
fine.
screenshot videos.
It's your
Anyway, what was this? Oh, so remember a couple of weeks ago, Tottenham played in the cup final against Manchester City.
You mean when they fired their manager?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I mentioned that was the same week that the Super League was announced. It was just chaos. I mentioned on the show during one of our social media with James segments that Jermaine Defoe had become the 87th player to win a trophy. Sorry, after leaving Tottenham. After last night, Juan Foyth and Etienne Capoue have become the 88th and 89th players to win a trophy after departing Spurs. Problem is, though, as far as I'm aware, Juan Foyth is on loan.
Unknown.
So
Yeah.
I saw the social media troll of the year where he's like down getting emotional. You know that shot?
yeah.
I think it's Odds Bible. They do the best.
Yeah,
And they go, Juan Foyth, when he realizes he has to leave
I saw it too.
Villarreal, a
To go-
Champions League club, to go back to Tottenham.
in the Europa Conference.
That's epic. 89 players, dude.
89.
You know what? At some stage, it's a you problem.
Yeah, look.
Tottenham need to accept it's the... But again, it's not a disaster at Tottenham. Just knuckle down.
Some very, very, very,
Now,
very.
sorry. Before we move on, I just want to say...
This is so exciting. And I did a whole build-up.
Your father-in-law... Because you're not married yet, eh? Unless you are. And I'm right.
No.
You don't have to wear a ring to be married, by the way. James looked at his hands. Your stepdad, massive Tottenham fan.
Huge.
Now, is that going to cause some trouble when you say stuff like this in the household?
Stuff like what? The Joan Foyth thing?
Well, yeah, just bantering Tottenham.
Well, so my older brother supports United. Stepdad is Tottenham.
Yeah.
Younger brother's Chelsea.
Oh, my goodness, it's all
and
over the place.
I'm Liverpool. So, like, we've grown up in this house of, like, back and forth banter. And
So it is just
Sounds great.
Game of
it's
Thrones.
good. It's good stuff.
Just Game of Thrones at home all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's tough. What happens when, because I've been in a dilemma in a household before, what happens when all the games are on at the same time? Who won?
Issues. Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
because that's a problem. That's
So-
a real life problem. A lot of people don't think this is real.
We sometimes were able to make a plan, depending on timing.
Yeah.
Other times, not so much, because like my mom would be in bed, and then we didn't want to go into her room where there's a TV and disturb her.
Yes.
So there was that thing.
One of the greatest things that's ever happened in the history of mankind was when DSTV released the dual view.
Yeah,
Because you guys don't know, but there was a time when you could only watch one channel throughout the whole house.
I'm very
I
aware
remember.
of that.
I was alive for that.
Now
Yeah.
That was terrible.
That wasn't a life.
Yeah.
But the dual view is that's taken it to another level. So it does open up some options, and also just I can watch on my cell phone now. A friend of mine, coach at a Premier League club, he's figured it out with his wife. Here's what he's done: jumbo screen. So his lounge is set up with an L couch,
Oh, lol.
jumbo screen for him to watch his stuff, jumbo screen for his wife in the L shape on the other wall.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's the way to do it. He's a genius. So no one's complaining. He's still spending time with her. That's
wow.
Hey, that's a thinking man right there. He sent me photos of his house. Phenomenal.
Smart move.
No, he's a winner. That's why he's a coach junior coach at the Premier League club. He's a thinker.
Would you like some huge news?
Always. This segment is, we don't do tiny news here. Garabo doesn't do small talk. I don't do small news. Give me huge. And I don't want big news. I want huge news.
Okay, I'm going to build this up because I probably should have found it earlier, but I've got the screenshot, but I want to see. You'll see what I mean.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so a footballing legend that played for Liverpool Football Club as well as Atletico Madrid has made an announcement. Would you like to know what that announcement is?
Can I guess?
Yes.
Fernando Torres is joining the WWE.
Fernando Torres. It's not on his Twitter. It's on his Instagram. Anyway, Fernando Torres is making a comeback to football.
Oh, you're joking.
That's my boy.
Unbelievable.
That's my damn boy.
To what club?
So he said
To football, like soccer.
yes. So he posted a cryptic thingy on his Instagram saying, the only way I know how is to play or something like that. And then he said, I will be returning.
No ways.
I'll let you guys know on Friday or something like that. It was something cryptic.
Okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow we find out where Fernando Torres will be plying his trade.
I'm here for it.
I'm so here for it.
I'm here for it.
That's
dude.
my damn boy, dude.
El Nino. Like, where could he go?
Dude, anywhere.
What would be a sick move? Like Qatar. Because I want him to get all the money as well. I don't want to see him at like Southampton.
He's got to come back at the age of like 34, 35 and explode onto the scene.
Maybe go to Villarreal. Champions League next year. Sweet place. By the way, that coast, from what everything I've read, awesome place to live. So it's not like you're not living like in a city, you know? So
But would he go to another La Liga side? Though?
Well, why not? I mean, it's not in
Oh,
Madrid.
wow.
Like, it's not. Imagine,
Yeah.
there's two places he's not going: Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Correct.
United.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool guy. Yeah. So, but Villarreal, it's perfect. Good lifestyle, cool coach.
Not so much pressure.
He can go to gym all the time because his arms are massive now.
So you know why his arms are massive? In the same article that I was reading, he apparently owns gyms around Spain.
Oh, like Shearer does, because Shearer's got the number 9 gym.
Yeah.
I wonder what Torres' one's called. El Nino's
Oh, dude.
Metal House.
Couldn't care less. I'd go there.
I'm big on Torres, dude. Big fan. El Nino.
That's my damn boy, dude.
That's awesome. Welcome back to the game. Good for the game. Go to Villarreal and have a great season next season.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I am Zlatan.
So he's been in the news because of a betting company he owns in Malta or something.
Shares. There's shares in the company.
No, so what the thing was, he was an ambassador, and then he decided, I'm tired of being an ambassador. I'm just going to buy the company. That's exactly what he did.
That's awesome.
He
That's
bought the company.
That's such a Zlatan swag move as well.
So UEFA have fined Zlatan, and this is ridiculous. Like, this is the standards UEFA's holding,
Mhm.
right? UEFA have fined Zlatan 45,000 euros. Sorry, pounds. Sorry, for his involvement in the betting company, and have also fined AC Milan 21,000 pounds. That's it. That's his punishment, dude.
Slap on the wrist.
Nothing,
So it's so nice to see UEFA taking
bro. Honestly,
law breaking seriously. Very, very nice. Still 4 times less than they fined Croatia for their racism, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so nice. You know when people said we hate billionaires in the Super League? These are the people you voted for. Just so you know. That's hilarious.
So
Oh, what? You broke the law?
Oh, you're on 300k a week? We'll just
Oh,
fine
man.
you like minuscule amounts.
Hysterical. Listen, there's more to come in that story. I do have a good source in Sweden.
Good stuff.
That is not the end of that story, but okay. Wow. Zlatan, huh?
Let's jump into some comments, shall we? Didn't
let's.
get comments yesterday.
Let's get into some comments, dude. I want to hear what people that listen to the show say.
Rickus says he has literally done everything, Harvey Weinstein.
Sure. Yeah.
Um,
I see where that's going. Yes.
well,
No, he literally has.
look, well,
I'm not going to go there. I'm
let's
not going to
just-
talk about it, but he did. Oh, man. Sometimes you want to, especially when life's going well, you want to keep in a positive mindset.
Yeah.
But I think to myself, people like Harvey Weinstein, every time he gets elbowed in the face by somebody in jail, although he's probably in hoity-toity jail, not like
Probably.
real jail. But I wish somebody would just like let in a proper criminal just for a little bit, just like elbow him in the jaw, break his jaw, you know what I'm saying? Makes me smile a little bit that that's happening to him.
I wonder how his lifestyle is, because he is 400 kilograms.
Yeah, he's in a hoity-toity gym. I mean, yeah, he's probably got a gym in his prison because there are those, you can apply for that where celebrities tend to go into those nice prisons.
Must be nice.
Sucker punch that guy. I wish he's getting sucker punched all the time in the nads. Revolting human.
Rickus also says, last night I read on Sky that Conte might be off to Spurs after he has resigned at Inter. But, sorry, I had to say that louder because he put it in capitals. But this morning Sky reported that Spurs is in talks with, wait for it, Mauricio Pochettino. That was going to be part of social media with James. Didn't bring it up because I saw Rickus's comment.
Now, before we get into that, James, I appreciate the big sort of elocution there as a big-time journalist. If he put it in capital, you gave it the emphasis on the correct syllables, and shout out to you for being a big-time journalist.
I try, you know.
Because what you're saying there is, I don't want to be the news, I want to report the news.
Exactly.
And that's proper journalism. Yeah, Antonio Conte, as an Inter fan, I'm not happy about that. But yeah, some stuff happened there. Essentially the board, the Chinese owners said, we'd like you to slash 70% of the wage bill. He said that ain't going to happen. And if you know Antonio Conte, he ain't putting happen.
So he's left now. I've been reading in the last
No,
couple
you
of
resigned.
days.
You resigned.
So
No,
he
you resigned
has left
yesterday.
now.
Yeah, it's a travesty. But he's one guy. Mourinho, him. No, you don't tell them what to do. They get out of there. And they win.
Maybe he's just scared that Mourinho is now in Serie A. He wants to get out of there.
It's true. Taint his legacy. Listen, Tottenham ain't going to work with him. I'm just saying.
No, that group of players and Antonio Conte.
Because people think Jose Mourinho has expectations. By the way, Antonio Conte, let me be very clear, will have a statue at Juventus one day as a player. As a player. One of the greatest midfielders they have ever. And we're talking of players that had Del Piero, Zidane, Nedved, Trezeguet.
Pirlo.
Antonio Conte at Juventus will have a statue as a player and as a coach in Italy. So you must understand, he's got expectations in life. You think Mourinho's tough to deal with? This guy has always been, and by the way, captain everywhere he went. So it wasn't just like, oh, he's playing. That guy's the captain.
I have a great idea for a statue. Inter Milan, call me.
Yeah, James is a creative. Tottenham would not work. Trust me,
No.
that ain't going to work. Because you know why? He's got expectations.
Also, the team is run by Ari. And I don't think Ari and Conte will kind of
And
gel.
if Dele Alli thought he had a hard time with
Oof.
Mourinho,
Sorry, buddy.
Antonio Conte and his hairpiece, by the way, great hairpiece he's got going there. No, No, that ain't gonna work. No way.
Kutle says Spurs are so desperate that they're considering going back to their ex.
Shout out to everyone who listens to this show. You know my gospel on that. Never ever go back to your ex. Never ever. There's no good reason. And I know sometimes you may walk past her at the shops and go, she looks so good. She looks so good. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
The devil you left her or him for,
Exactly.
James, the devil you left them for is always deep inside. So don't see them looking good in summer, all lathered up. They're looking good. The hair's looking good. The devil you left, still in there. The reason you left will always be there. Mauricio Pochettino, this would be ridiculous.
Hashtag lead us not into temptation.
The valley of the shadow of death, I shall endure. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Pochettino coming back. Karabo, would you come back? You're Mauricio Pochettino. It's not working out. Neymar just got a new deal. That's a problem at a PSG or you.
No.
Where would you go if you're Pochettino?
I'm staying.
Where?
I'm
PSG?
proving myself. Yeah.
What if
the hell?
Neymar says, get the hell out of here?
Neymar says, get the hell out of here. God, can't swear on this show.
Well, also, it's Neymar's club. I think we all know that.
Yeah, it really is.
Where would you go as Pochettino?
If I had to leave?
Yeah.
Jesus. Goodness. That's a tough question. Really. I don't want to say Spurs. I really don't want to say Spurs. I'll think about that. I might, if I have something to say, I'll mention it.
Real Madrid?
Yes. If they'll take him.
I
don't think he's got enough success. You need to be proven. You need to be proven for that job.
He couldn't even win Liga.
What league do they play? The Uber Eats Liga.
Oh, terrible. Okay. Pochettino.
Why don't you just like moan the one?
I just feel like this is a family show.
It's a content show, you know what I mean? Liga.
Eh.
All right, what we got? Yeah, like that. Yes, that is exactly Liga, what you just did, yeah.
Liga.
That's the one. That is the one. All right, James, what else we got?
Ricka says nobody will get close to City next year as well. They can just as well engrave the trophy for 2022.
I'll tell you, I'll make a prediction right now. Pep Guardiola, definitely last season, next season. And I'll make a prediction they don't win the league next season.
I agree.
I know everybody thinks these dynasties last forever.
I agree.
He's at the end of his clock as well. He doesn't last long at clubs. I think he's at the end now.
I also think when talk of a dynasty becomes a thing at a current place, it's like bad juju.
Oh, it's true, dude. If you are going to get some juju, my grandmother, Venda, you want to go up north. The Venda guys, they got the good stuff.
They have the good juju, huh?
That's powerful stuff, like the West African stuff.
Good stuff. Good to know.
Gotta stay open. Gotta say, be open-minded.
I'm open-minded, not to Kanye West.
Listen, the great Richard Dawkins said, it is good to be open-minded, but not so open-minded that your brain falls out. So
Exactly.
shout out to both of you
There you
guys
go.
on that one. Yeah.
Kutle says the final summed up the whole season. Struggled to break the low block. Lack of substitutions during 90 minutes and weak at defending set pieces.
Well said.
Yep.
Well said. Well
Nice.
said.
Yeah.
That was an apt analysis.
It was. Shout out.
Rickus says, lol, James has so much hate for Man United. Does this have anything to do with 13 Premier League titles they have?
Oof, James. Now listen, that's a sucker punch. You're going to have to swallow that punch, James. You can't really say anything back. You've won a title once in 30 years and now 31 now because you won't win next season either. That's tough, James. That's a brown mound sandwich you're just going to have to swallow deep down. So you're going to have to go home tonight. The only way to get over it, James, let me give you some advice. Go home, get in the shower, turn the water onto the hottest temperature possible, get in the fetal position, and weep like a little baby.
Just another Thursday night, huh?
Just another Thursday night. Yeah, Rickus is right. Sorry, James, that's like a punch in your mouth.
I just realized we also have some tweets. So after these comments, we're going to jump into tweets, right?
It's okay.
We got a message from the old age home. That's what it says.
Oh, is that the handle?
Yeah.
That's an awesome handle.
The old age.
Oh my goodness, that is such a cool handle.
The old age home says, I think they had video issues last night because the spider cam visuals were barely used.
And
That is
one.
true, actually.
Yeah.
I did a show a couple of weeks ago. You remember, James, where I did the top 5 of the greatest things that have happened to sport?
Spider cam, yeah.
If they had a spider cam yesterday, I said spider cam's the greatest thing that's ever happened to sport. Oh, actually, no, I said gymnastics camera work's the greatest thing, but spider cam was in the top 5. That is disgusting. If they weren't using the spider cam last night and it was available,
They did use it. I know in extra time when the VRAL players were like all huddled, the spider cam came down and like went around them. So they
Saw
did,
that shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was probably one
But
of the
where was
few
it in
I
the
saw.
game?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Springboks?
Yes.
The best use of it in like our sports, Commonwealth sports. The best I've seen it was the Springbok try in the one game where obviously Japanese people, they organized, they know what they're doing. They ain't having no problems. They aren't. Where were they last night? Poland. They're not the Polish people.
No.
Not organized. Although, listen, I gotta say, Warsaw, one of the nicest cities I've ever been to. Incredible, technological. Warsaw is like living in 2087. Incredible city. But last night, where were they? Gdansk.
Yeah.
Terrible camera work last night. So hated it. Old age home. Shout out to you.
Some people says, do best and like the stream. That's our girl,
Yeah.
huh?
Listen, like the stream. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Click like. Give us some feedback.
I thought she was sitting behind me. I was going to give her a thumbs up. But
She's not here.
Makes
move
me
on.
sad. Anyway, Rika says it was probably Sergio Ramos who was upset for being left out of the Spain squad.
Yeah, listen, that was a situation on social media.
Europa League is like the FA Cup. Nobody cares. My prediction for the weekend is 4-0 for City. It's literally a world-class team versus a...
I don't need to see it.
versus a blind school of boys.
Wow. That's awkward because they've lost twice to a blind school of boys then. So that's awkward.
Hey, I'm not in this battle. I just thought it was
Oh,
funny.
yeah. No, it is good content. But I'm just saying, if it is that, and people are loving that, they've lost twice. The last two games, Chelsea have beaten Man City. Shout out to the blind school of boys, I guess.
Well, Rickus also says, let's see what City do to Chelsea in a game that actually matters. Oof.
Oof.
FA Cup semi-final.
In a game that actually matters. It's a jab at many people and many things.
Yeah. Oof. Yellow Submarine, huh? They will kick you in the nuts. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got to swallow that. Just like James has to swallow that. It was 30 years before you won a title. You know what I'm saying?
Already swallowed.
You're basically Leicester with a budget. I mean, you've only won one title.
We're killing the game at the moment. I'm happy.
You're like Blackburn. Blackburn also have a Premier League title. All right, what else we got?
Lawazi says, I felt sorry for James until he started tuning Kanye. Have him, Karabo.
Hey, does
Yeah,
does
here's the
Kanye
thing.
have... like-
Kanye has a cult.
no, but does he have like... Beyonce has the buzz or whatever.
Nobody has the beehive.
The beehive and then...
The buzz.
I don't know.
The Matt Busbys.
What does
Sorry.
Justin Bieber has? The Beliebers.
The Beliebers.
I don't think those exist.
So does Kanye West have like the
No.
the
No.
The North
Northwesternites?
Stars.
Yeah,
No.
or something like that.
No.
Something directional.
No.
The Southern Boys.
One
No.
Direction.
Oh,
One Direction is-
So actually, that band started because it was all about going to Kanye West, is what you're saying. Oh my gosh, Harry Styles.
And
Harry
funny enough,
Styles.
that band has a line in one of their songs, "Best boy band since One Direction."
Oh, Harry Styles.
Look at that, huh?
Harry Styles doesn't know that his career is all about Kanye West.
I wasn't speaking about Harry Styles, but sure.
Oh man. All right. What
Go
else
on.
we got?
Angelo says, you and Kanye... Wait. Oh, he was speaking to Lawazi saying you and Kanye must
Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah.
All right.
Take
hey.
your auto-tune somewhere else,
Pe-
Kanye.
people get passionate. All right. What else we got?
Angelo also says, wait till 2035 for Arsenal to make a comeback.
Yeah, you know why I'm laughing? It's
Because
not
it's
that
true.
unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since 2004, they haven't won a title.
Lols. Wow. Lawazi says there are too many fingers in the Arsenal pie, so the power is is all over the show. Plus, they need those African players who are 18 on paper and at least 30 face to face.
We are bad people for laughing at that. Do not encourage
yeah,
that person.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What did he say? 18 face to face, but 30 face to face.
18 on paper, 30 face to face.
Oh my god.
Shout out
Oh man.
Obafemi Martins was 18 for about 6 seasons.
That man, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, he was 18 for about 6 seasons. I remember at Inter. Remember he was at Inter as a youngster. He was 18 for between 6 and 10 seasons. Wow, that is okay. Sorry, I'm not. We are
that's
such,
amazing.
we are such bad people for laughing at that.
That's an incredible comment.
yeah,
really.
that is wild.
Oh wow.
That is wild.
Angelo says those 18-year-olds will be the ones to take the title in 2035 if they don't need hip replacements.
Incredible.
What a show.
Man.
Ndemiso says Karabo's about. Yeah, we went through that one.
By the way, that Ndumiso, an uncle of Karabo's, by the way. So good to know that his family cares about him, even though he doesn't care about them. Wouldn't shout out his mom just now.
Hey, I can't say much on
that
this
happened.
matter.
That happened.
Lawazi says they're excavating blood diamonds by hand as we.
Oh my God.
I'm not laughing.
Yeah, no. I'm not laughing at that. Sensational.
I'm just. Angelo says James is dying there. I was dying, and I'll tell you after the show why. I know exactly why. It's because of something Karabo said about. I think. Who was it about? You said someone can eat your
Asshole.
Yeah.
Madrid.
Well, yeah.
Real Madrid.
And that
Yeah.
was just. Anyway, how do you say that name?
Give it a go.
Is it Choma?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
No.
An E for Arsenal is far too generous. Incomplete is the better grade. They have not shown up for how long? Let's not lie, young Arsenal fans. We are not coming back from anywhere.
Jeez.
Arsenal is a top 10 team. Leave the top 5 alone. We don't deserve to be mentioned in the same vein. Wow.
The only way for life to
Wow.
change, you got to hit rock bottom. Nchoma sounds like he's hit rock bottom. And you know what? Now I have hope for Nchoma. Because there's people in denial that still think Arsenal are relevant. So shout out to Nchoma is, I've hit rock bottom. And, you know, as James always says, is whenever you can only go up now.
Once you hit the bottom, you can only go up.
Yeah, which is not, I don't think, the actual saying, but it's a great message. So Nchoma right now, by the way, be on suicide alert for Nchoma if you are his family, because these are tough times as an Arsenal fan. All Arsenal fans, just reach out to your Arsenal friends, please, because these are tough times.
It's okay, guys.
But
It's okay.
as South Africans, we all know, tough times never last.
Only tough people last. Dieter Meyer says, Percy Tau struggled to play games for Brighton. Do you think he should move to a different club or stay and fight at Brighton?
How old is he?
I think he's probably 25-ish, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. You have no idea, James. Just total guess there.
27.
27. Okay, I would stay. His career, where else does he go? Stay at Brighton. No real expectation. You'll play with some good players. You might get in for the FA Cup. You might get in for the Cup. Because anything from the Premier League is a step down. Stay there as long as you can. Try and make it.
Stay there as long
Because,
as you can.
Look, back in the day, you wanted to get in the Bafana team. He'll probably get in anyway because that's a bunch of jokers. So it's not like he has to be playing to get in the Bafana team. That's a joke anyway. So stay at Brighton. Make all the money as well.
All right, let's jump into some tweets and then on social media with James is finished. The worst thing your mom could say to you when you stuffed up in school was, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Still, to this day, the worst.
Yep, very correct. Where's Paolo? We miss him. I enjoy how he winds James up.
Paolo will be back soon. Don't you worry about that. He does.
Hey, we have some Harvey Weinstein news, guys.
Oh, fantastic. Let's hear it.
So Harvey Weinstein is actually being held at Rikers Island
What?
in New York.
Oh, boy.
One of the toughest jails in
Yeah.
America, apparently.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Have you guys not read on Rikers Island?
Well, I know what it is. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm like, oh,
I'm ecstatic. I am absolutely ecstatic.
man.
But again, remember, in prisons, there are sections, even for the
Yeah.
rich hoity-toity folks.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not in the, like, oh, he's rich, whatever. I hope he is just eating punches to the face every day.
Is it like an Alcatraz vibe where it's actually an island on its own?
Oh, I don't know what the story is, but
I'm not fully sure on that.
That prison is
Not a joke.
legendary.
Oh, someone in the comments is upset with you. Shoma says, did Umbi forget how to pronounce my name?
No. I wanted you to give it a go because I find it hysterical when you have to pronounce black people's names on the show, James.
But did I say that right?
Oh, nailed it.
Did I really though?
No, Nchoma, yeah.
I don't think I could have done much better anyway.
By the way, Nchoma's somebody he should know. Nchoma's known him since he was a tiny little baby, a very close family friend. But yeah, anyway.
Oh, well, you know.
Nchoma, legend of a guy. But yeah, no, you nailed it, James. Shout out to the people, bro.
And with that was social media with James.
And good to have you on the show. Karabo, good to have you here. James, your beard looking lovely, looking fantastic. Karabo, you looking good. The swag's looking good. Black t-shirt for a change. It's always nice when you mix it up. Great to have you guys here. It was a good show and it was fun. This podcast, before we go, is the most available thing on planet Earth.
I'm right here. God.
All right. Hey, okay. Shoot your shot.
That was impressive.
Shoot your shot, bro. Karabo, shoot your shot, dude. He's soliciting. All right. No, you know what? I'm not even going to add to it.
Let's leave it at that.
Shoot is shoot. Shoot is shoot. All right. Karabo, shout out to you. Good to have you here, bro.
Great to be here.
And to you, James. It is what it is, bro. Another great show. We will see the people tomorrow. My name is MKT. The MKT Show available. CliffCentral.com.
CliffCentral.com.
Dross.com. Although it isn't Dross, there's actually great stuff on there. CliffCentral.com, CliffCentral app, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. That is where the podcast is available. I've still had people sending me messages. Hey, I searched Cliff Central Sport and I can't find it. I imagine this is what they like when they're whinging.
Really awkward. My mic was muted. I get asked those questions too.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
And it's a fair question.
Yeah.
We are on Cliff Central Sport on YouTube,
Yeah.
but the podcast is called The MKT Show.
Yes.
So shout out to you guys who do ask. And of course I reply. I tell them, I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. So the MKT Show available wherever you get your podcasts. But for today, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor. It's been incredible. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, the Friday 5. Expect that. We will finish strong tomorrow. From me, MKT, James, Jimbo Illingsley, K-Dog Karabo, who denies that he looks like Alex Iwobi, still won't shout out his mom, but we'll work on that. For now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the MKT Show. And for now, we are the hell out of here.